So last week, on our last episode, our heroes were clearing out a cave that was full of dark walkers who were growing mushrooms to fuel their deep moon operation. So our heroes went through, they cleared out the cave, destroyed all the dark walkers, freed some goblins, and took down their leader V, who was in charge of kidnapping, enslaving all of these goblins, forcing them to mine for their own food, which was the mushrooms. In doing so, they also freed the king of the goblins, Gort, and his retinue, who have, in thanks, pledged themselves to the party, and they are now heading back towards Lakeside to report back to Mwanza's boss, Arik Stonefist. So that is who we're gonna... What?
I said, yar!
Yar. All right, and that's where we're going to pick it up today.
We are rolling deep.
Let's see if I can remember the map that I'm supposed to use. Let's go. Oh, I did it.
We did it.
Go me. All right, so you guys head out of the cave, and you have the three goblins with you. And you guys are heading back towards Lakeside. You're kind of injured from your last bout with V. And I would like you to please, I should describe where you are too. You're a little bit southeast of the town. It's going to take you about an hour to walk back up because you're down by like the river, a good little bit away, traveling up through the farmland around the town. So go ahead. One of you... let's go with Mozzarella. Roll a d20, and we're gonna see. Huh?
I would love to, but the game is paused.
Oh, you can't roll when it's paused?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, now you can.
Hell yeah! What am I?
Roll a d20, and we're gonna see if you guys end up with a random encounter or you make it back to town safely.
Oh, hang on. I messed it up. I ruined everything. Oh no, guys. Why won't it just roll this? I'm trying to roll a d20 and it just keeps increasing d20s. No, roll one d20, please.
I think you just have to click the roll button. There we go. A nat 20.
That means you encounter 20 things, doesn't it?
You guys summon 20 Tarrasques. Just kidding.
Oh, we got this.
Yeah, you're fine. There's one on every plane of existence, but you're fine. No, okay, so you don't encounter anything. You have a nice, uneventful, calm trip back to Lakeside. All right. So, well, that was actually much... I put a lot of work into this farm scene. I was kind of hoping we were going to use it a little more, but that's fine.
I like how those sheep over there are moving.
Yeah. This is James RPG art on Patreon. Super actually very reasonable for like a ton of these. So anyone also runs D&D, definitely worth checking out.
They look really nice.
Yeah, they are really nice. I was really excited about these.
Very atmospheric.
Yeah, right? Okay. So you guys crest the hill and look back down onto the town of Lakeside. And are you just going to head into the town and go straight to Arik? Did you want to do something else first?
Have we rested?
No.
Okay.
I feel like we should go report it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys head back in through the gate. And this is actually pretty accurate to the map I drew for Lakeside anyway, so I really like this. So you head back in through the gate, and a little bit of a ways off to the left is the guardhouse. So you head in there, and sitting at the table is Arik with a few of the other guards hanging around. And he says to you, "Oh, well, you're back. You look terrible. I assume you found what you were looking for then."
A stretch? Yes, we did.
What
Yes,
happened?
We also brought some new community members with us too, so we found a little more than we were looking.
What the hell are those things?
Witnesses? They're witnesses.
This is
They're
the
really
first.
nice.
Community members.
This is the first that Arik has seen of the goblins, and he's like, "Are these gnomes? Are they halflings? It doesn't look like
They're gobbles.
Why are they
Oh,
green?
Because they're gobbles.
They're kind of standing, like the goblins are standing in the back behind you guys. Like, Gort is standing there proudly with his like glaive up over his shoulder like this. The other two are just kind of like standing next to him. One's picking his nose. They don't really. They're
So
like
this-
kind of, huh?
I'm just talking to Auric. I'm saying, so this guy's a king. That's Gort. I don't remember his subjects' names, but they're
Gort.
really
Gort, Bort, and Bach.
Gort. I actually did remember Bach, but I wasn't sure that was right.
Yep, that's right.
So this is Bort and Bach. They're his bros. They're very nice. They helped us get to the bottom of your, well, we assume the bottom of your drug problem. And Monza, I don't know if you can call them gobbles. I don't know if that's
Gobbles.
okay.
Gobbles.
I don't know if that's okay.
I mean,
they
they
look
seem
and
to
they're like-
correct me.
I think that's fine.
Okay, all right.
Sounds more friendly.
I've heard of goblins. I've never actually seen a goblin around here. And then he kind of like kneels down. He looks at the goblin. He says, "Where did you come from?" "Oh, well, we've lived in the caves. I guess over there, for as long as I've known." "Oh, okay.
See, already citizens of the valley, the barons,
I'm just,
born and raised within our lands, citizens just like us.
I guess I've never seen goblins before. I've heard stories that they existed, but, and the other guards around here too are kind of like, what? But anyway, so he just kind of like shakes it off and he's like, well, all right, so they're not gonna hurt anybody.
No, well,
No.
Okay.
we don't
Long as-
think so.
As long as they're not attacked, they'll be fine.
Okay. Well, I guess as long as you're willing to vouch for them, they can stay here somewhere.
Right.
So tell me what happened.
Well, we went to Jacob's farm. Jacob's dead.
I'm sorry, what?
Through
It's
no
all-
fault of Monza.
Through no
Arrow to
fault.
the neck.
It definitely
Monza.
wasn't the arrow being removed from the neck,
Monza.
as well as all of his
Oh.
esophagus.
Wanza, we've been over
Arrow
this.
to the neck. Not mine. I don't have any bow and arrow. See? I double check everything I'm holding. Yeah, see?
This is why I keep telling you need to go to first aid training.
So,
First, what?
We
oh,
shouldn't,
no.
Wanza, we shouldn't be having this conversation in front of Micah and Maddie. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Oh, hang on. Sidestep. Have we told Micah yet that her dad's dead?
Yes.
Well, now I know.
I don't recall telling her.
I think we did, but
No.
I think we left out the part that you are accusing me of killing him.
No one accused you of killing him. We just don't know if it was
spitting
the arrow
facts
or
here.
the
He
removal of
knows.
his. Yeah.
It's just facts. It's not accusations.
Sure.
Yeah, but yeah, you did tell Micah when you found Micah by the riverside.
All right. Good. I was just hoping that this wasn't the
Not
first,
the
that
first
Micah was
time
hearing about it.
Yeah, no, you're good.
As
okay.
we're describing.
I kind of lean into. We were talking to the guard captain. Was this, or was this somebody else? I forget now.
You're talking to Arik. Yeah, he's
Alright,
the guard.
so I lean in and I kind of try to whisper best I can. I can be like, "Oh, and the grandmother and the son is passed too." unfortunately. Long before we found them. Had nothing to do with me at all.
He's right on that one.
So he looks over at Micah and at Maddie, and he says, I'm so sorry. If only we had gotten to it faster. But all the more reason that we need to hunt down these criminals and take care of them now before it can get any worse.
Agreed.
Well,
Micah's just gonna nod and not say anything.
we took down some criminals. We don't know for sure that it's all of the criminals.
And when we say down, we mean like.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might have thrown a through off a cliff. But that cave's in flames right now, so that doesn't matter.
They were bad people, though. So those were justified killings by my.
I look over at the
Okay.
gobble boss and kind of go,
You don't
Right,
have to justify it to me.
you guys blew up the cave as I'm looking down at the goblins.
Yep. And they just kind of like grab their shirts and they're like,
See?
They did the best.
So, yeah.
Yeah, really, they did everything. But
Oh,
they
yeah.
were
We didn't lift a finger.
the mushrooms that were needed for
interesting.
the drug were grown in that cave. And these goblins eat it as their food.
Really?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, and we're going to have to talk to the herbalist.
Huh.
Yes.
Because she's the only one technically licensed to harvest and grow it, I guess. So
And they eat these. Like, it doesn't hurt their
she's going to need to help them to grow.
He is just like baffled at this
bellies or
information.
anything. So,
Yeah, the more you talk about this, the more he's like, huh.
But, yeah.
The important part is we think we did kill some people.
on
We
purpose.
think on purpose. We think that we killed the people responsible for the drug.
Well, I hate to
I
tell
start trying
you.
to count on my fingers right now. I'm like, about, 10, 11 people?
At least.
Minimum.
Well, I hate to tell you, but we do have a situation here. We've found, we think, where their safe house might be. We've narrowed it down to 3 possible manors in the town.
Well,
They must have been making a killing off of this stuff.
Oh, well, they didn't buy it legally, Wanza.
What, the manor?
They've taken over one of the manors in town. There are a few.
so
There's
There
no
are-
lease. They just
Hang on.
took it over.
It'd be pretty easy to figure out which one it is then. The one who
Or-
don't belong.
yeah, Auric, are you telling me you've allowed 3 different mansions in this town to be taken over?
No. There
Because,
are 3 mansions that are abandoned, and we've been staking out the area, and we've noticed some activity around them, but we're not sure which one they are holed up in yet.
I
Can we
say...
just burn down all 3?
I was about to say that.
Sorry.
I don't think it'd be good for the health of the town. I'm making a joke, though. You know.
It's
Cough. As a guard,
not.
member of the
I'm
guard.
serious.
I'm not. It's a joke.
too much
Cough,
risk of
cough.
collateral damage, Micah.
This town's like mostly made of wood, so yeah, that probably wouldn't be good.
Okay,
Yeah.
but what if we have mozzarella encase it in water and then we burn it down?
But then how would
Good
it
plan.
burn if it's encased in water?
If I could shape water that big, I would just encase the
Drown.
house in water, and anything that
drown
couldn't
them out.
breathe
Fill the
water
entire
would find a
cave
way
with
out.
water.
I would do that for you, Micah, but I can only do like a small amount of water, like a lungful of water.
Just a mouthful to keep everyone hydrated.
Yes. I can also, like, if we need to, I can create 10 gallons of water at will, but that's still not really enough.
I don't know if that's necessarily enough to put out a out of control mansion fire, but I appreciate the effort.
Comes in handy around campfires.
I imagine it would, yeah. All right. Seriously, though, we need to take a look, and we're going to need your help staking out the last of these 3 houses. That way we can figure out which one it is. We can form a perimeter around it, and we can send in a team to clear out the last of these Dark Walkers.
I would absolutely love to help you with this, but I need rest.
No. I understand. That's why I've already paid for you to have rooms at the Rusty Anchor. So if you could maybe go get some rest, come back tomorrow, we'll set up a stakeout for tomorrow night. I've already coordinated it with one of the adjoining mansions. They'll allow us to stay in their top room and take a look out their attic window and watch for any activity.
Sounds good.
This is
Sounds
yeah.
great.
We will do that. We can do this for you. We got it covered.
Excellent. All right.
Make sure you don't tell anyone about this. We don't want them to get wise of our plan.
Oh,
Okay.
we
Sounds
did
wonderful.
tell the goblins, and I don't know if they know not to say anything.
While they're standing there, you can tell them that.
I look down at him, you guys aren't gonna say anything to anyone, right? Right, buddies? As I pat the king on the head.
Of course not.
Wonderful.
We're
Alright.
here to serve.
Do we want to go get them set up at the herbalist first, or go rest first?
I think we should bring him by the herbalist first, so,
I agree. Oric, we're going to get these guys set up so that they don't starve to death. And then
makes
we're going to
sense.
go rest.
Okay.
Thank you for paying for the rooms for us. We desperately need them.
Yes,
I can
thank
tell.
you.
You seem to be leaving a little bit of blood on the floor, so maybe make sure to get that bandaged up.
Sorry.
It's okay. We'll clean it. Go on. And with that, you guys head out, and you head over to Moira's, and you head in there, and Moira is standing behind the counter, and she sees you walk in. She says, "Oh, what is going on here? You don't look very good. Hang on." And she runs in back and comes back out a few minutes later with some like bandages, a couple of herbs, and without even asking you, she just starts like wrapping you up, patching you, and she bites off like some herbs and spits it into a little bit of a mix and mashes it in to the wounds. And it stings a little at first, but then like almost immediately it kind of calms down and you feel a little bit of relief.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my god.
The spit in there was the magic ingredient.
Yeah.
So,
Finds it.
thought I lean over to Maddie and I said, I thought she was gonna spit in our mouth.
Well,
only if you're lucky.
at least she didn't lick the wounds or anything.
So, Moira. So, I got a friend for you to meet here. As I point over to the lovely Goblin King.
At this point, she's done enough of this bandaging, and she finally notices that some of the people she's bandaging are goblins, and she's like,
New friends!
what
No.
is this?
Citizens of the barony.
Goblin?
Oh,
Yeah. What they both said. Citizen goblins. Goblin citizens.
Established today.
He's a king.
They are born and raised within our lands.
what? Yeah.
If anything, they might be considered citizens of this very town.
They are our friends. We
What is a
How-
citizen?
So, they have something in their backpack you might want to see. Don't touch it, but
yeah.
Oh,
I
Or
look,
like
you
it.
want to show her your food?
okay. And then
Definitely
the
don't
goblin.
lick it.
The goblin looks up at you and Gort, and he says, "Oh, would you like some? It's fresh." And then he plops his barrel down on the ground, lifts the top off, and inside of that are, of course, a big giant stack of these mooncap mushrooms. And Moira like recoils from it instantly. And she's like, "Do you know what's in there?
Their food source.
Are you trying to kill yourself?"
It doesn't hurt their tummies.
They eat
They
it.
like it.
You've got to be kidding me.
I
No.
watched them. They offered me one. I said no.
I feel like the
They
herbal
ate it.
Probably a good
I
idea.
feel like the alchemist might want their waste after they eat these things too. I'm just saying.
Yeah, actually, you're probably right, and I don't want to make any assumptions, but it's
Nah, nor do I.
probably
I'm just
right.
saying. Yeah. That's something for you and him to figure out. But yeah, they're gonna need help finding a safe spot with a cave that's not on fire, that's safe to grow their food source. And since you're the licensed person, might be able to help them. I figured.
Well, I probably can help you. How many of these do you say that you would eat in any given month? And Gort says, "Oh, I don't know, really. Probably about 400 or 500." Oh,
Just a few.
that might be a bit much. Well, all right. Let me see what I can do. Why don't you come with me, Gort, and we'll take a look. And then she takes Gort downstairs to her. She has a basement where she grows all different kinds of herbs and mushrooms and things like that. Stuff that grows outside of direct sunlight. But she does have a very large basement. So probably enough room that she could grow some of them down there at least. What else do you guys do?
Did she take all 3 goblins or just Gort?
All 3.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna
Just
shout.
rest.
Yeah, I'm
Bye.
gonna shout down the stairs that we're leaving and heading to the Rusty Anchor. And if she needs us and doesn't know what to do with the goblins, that she can find us there. But we need a rest.
Why'd you tell her that?
Okay.
We're trying to dump responsibility off on her for right
I
now.
can't. I have to be helpful. I can't help it.
So she says, "Okay, I'll send the goblins your way when we're done."
Oh no, it's okay. You can let them stay here for the night. As I walk out the door.
All right. So you guys head back over to. Do I have? I swear I do. I have the.
I just
tavern.
realized the birds in the background picture are actually flying.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in
I
there.
was just looking.
I don't know
at
why I
it.
did not. That didn't. Oh, there's a deer too. Sorry, I didn't notice all that stuff.
Very atmospheric.
I saw like the floaty stuff, but like I'm just realizing the birds are actually moving.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Very cool.
James's RPG art on Patreon. Okay, so he's actually very nice, by the way. Just to throw that in there, because I've been looking for something like this for a long time, and I went on there and I was like, I sent him a message last night and I was like, "Hey, can I use your stuff on a stream?" And within like a couple hours, he responded. He was like, "Yeah, absolutely." So
Thanks.
Oh, nice.
That's
I
cool.
just wanted to give him a little shout out. Like, he didn't even ask me to. I wanted to.
That's
Anyway,
awesome.
yeah. So you guys head into the tavern. And as you walk in, Millie is standing in her usual spot at the back behind the bar, just kind of polishing mugs. There's a few people in here. It's kind of later in the day. There's not like a big crowd in here yet, but people are kind of starting to filter in. There's a couple different people at tables, things like that. Anything particular you want to do before you walk up and talk to Millie? I'm sorry.
Do I see anyone I recognize in here?
So many M names in here. Roll a perception check. First roll of the day.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
Opposite of last week, where I got a nat 1. This week I got a nat 20.
all right.
Nice.
So you don't really notice anyone particularly familiar. I mean, you know most of the people in here, but no one
of note.
No one of note. But you do notice that there's the same mysterious guy in the back who is like eating some stew. He's got his hood up. He's got like a black cloak on with a hood up, and he was here the day that you had the bar fight. But you've never really seen him before other than that. But he's still here in the same spot eating stew the same way he was on the day you had the bar fight, which does strike you as odd.
I'm gonna walk up to him and just put my hand down next to him and reach out my other hand, kind of going, "Hello, I'm Wanza. It's nice to meet you, friend."
Where are you putting your hands?
I have one on the counter and the other one I'm kind of just reaching over.
Reaching
To
over.
Shake his.
Oh, okay. So you don't touch him. You're just kind of putting your hand out.
Yes.
Okay. He doesn't say anything. He just kind of continues eating his stew.
Is it somebody that I would know that like lives here?
Hello, friend. Can you hear me?
You can't tell. You can't see his face or any of his features.
Okay.
He doesn't respond to you, Mwanza.
Can I do a medicine check to see if I could tell if this guy's might be sick or something?
You can't see any of his features, so you wouldn't be able to tell.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to be moving in a way that's consistent with someone who would be sick.
All right, well, I'm gonna guess up. Well, friend, if you want to talk, I'm here, and I'll place my hand on his shoulder as I walk away, kind of like a friendly gesture, as you do.
So as you get up, you kind of put your hand on his shoulder as you walk away, and you realize that there's nothing, like you don't touch anything. And you look back, and he's not there anymore.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
Is this place haunted?
I'm just gonna say that's interesting, and I'm gonna walk up to the bar to order a drink.
I'm gonna look under the table, see if he.
Maddie, is this place haunted?
No, maybe.
With that roll, you don't really feel anything out of the ordinary.
I'm tired. I just kind of like blink a little bit and I go and order a drink.
All right. So you go up to the counter, I'm sorry, Motion. Did you talk to Millie? Did you say something?
No, I want to.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So
yeah.
So all of you head up to the counter, and Millie looks at you and she says, "Oh, welcome back. You look absolutely terrible. What happened? Where have you been?"
I saw a ghost.
You
Well,
what?
yeah, we just.
Did the
saw
ghost
a
do this to
like,
you?
Seconds ago. No. There was some.
No, but the ghost you have over there in the corner.
What?
As I point to the corner of the guy who was eating.
Do you ever see a guy just sitting there eating stew?
Yeah, no, he's been in here a couple times. He never really says anything. He just kind of he comes in, he points, and we bring him stew. I assume that's what he wanted. He seemed happy. He eats his stew and then he leaves.
Does he like walk out or did he just like disappear?
Norm? I actually, now that you mentioned it, I never really noticed.
Huh.
I'm just gonna say, Millie, I desperately need a drink as I take my bag off and set it on the counter with a very loud thunk.
Are you of age?
Micah, you know what? Just don't
You
tell
deserve
Arik.
one.
And she goes, and she gets you like
Wants to look away.
she gets you like a
I
big
take
mug.
I take my badge off right now, or city, whatever would identify as a city guard. I'm off duty.
Wanza, do I need to remind you what you did to her father? She can have a drink.
She needs.
I did nothing to her father. I'm off duty.
So she comes back and she's like, "So Micah, I don't know what's going on, dear, but I hope everything's okay. How's your family? How's your parents?"
Not great.
Oh.
My grandmother's dead. My sibling's dead.
Oh my God.
My dad is dead.
Oh. What
Keep
happened?
those drinks.
And
I
mother's
see my
hiding.
mom.
What happened? I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
Lots of stuff.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea what happened. Okay, hang on. And then she goes back and comes back with like an armful of drinks and just plops them down on the counter. Comes back with like an armful of drinks and just plops them down on the counter. And she's like, "And you know what? hey, hang on. And then she goes in the back, and she's like, you hear this kind of like muffled shouting, like, the whole family's dead. Get them food.
I'm gonna sit at the bar, and I'm gonna put an arm around my bag, like holding it close, and just drink my drink. I wait.
Okay. And then you hear like after this whole kind of yelling about the food, and when you're done with that, I don't know, get a bath ready. They're disgusting. And then she comes back out. She's like,
I'm like smelling my armpits.
and she comes back out and she's like, I am so sorry. What happened? No, wait. No, you don't have to talk about it. It's fine. Micah and Maddie, you can, all of you, you can stay here as long as you need to. Don't worry about anything. How is your mother okay?
I'm just gonna look to everyone else and be like, is she?
Last we
okay.
saw,
Your mother is in a safe location. We'll tell you later in private.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
That should probably tell you all you need to know, anyways.
But Millie, I'm gonna need some time off from the tavern.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
That's okay.
That seems no, that's perfectly fine. You
I don't know how
stay
long,
here.
but,
No, that I get it. You just
Okay.
drop your stuff in. You know what? Here, and then she reaches under the counter and puts down 2 keys for 2 rooms. And she's like, "These are the best rooms we have. Please, just you can use them for as long as you need to. Leave your things in there. No one is going to bother you as long as you need."
thank you.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
And she nods.
Appreciate it.
She's like, "Okay. So while we're getting the bath ready, you seem like you need just a nice hot bath to relax a little bit. So I'm gonna go get some stew for you, and I'll bring that back. And you just stay here." And she goes.
Really,
in the
you're
back.
the best.
And then she comes back out a couple minutes later with like steaming hot big bowls of stew, and just puts them on the counter. And she says, "It's fresh venison stew. We made it this morning. I hope it helps. I'm very sorry."
It's my favorite. Thank you, Millie.
Thank
She
you.
just-
And then I just
She nods. And she's like, I'll be back.
Appreciated.
I'll be back in a few minutes. And she goes off to check on the rest of the tables in the bar, in the tavern, I should say. Anything else you guys want to do?
I lean in and I just breathe it in, the fresh smell of the stew.
I'm just gonna
Relaxing.
shovel it in my face.
yeah, I'm just like eating like I'm so you know when you're really tired but you gotta eat before you can go to bed, and it's just like shoveling it in silently,
Yep.
That's it.
listlessly.
Maddie's like laying out her napkin and setting her spoons correctly. And
Okay.
Nope, I'm enjoying it, just letting it weigh for a bit, and then after a few seconds, I just tilt it all back and swallow it in one big gulp.
Okay.
hot. Wanza hot.
Wanza, roll a Constitution saving throw.
I know you're a dragon, but
Okay.
15.
So yeah, it doesn't even burn you. You're just like, and then it takes you probably 10 seconds to devour the entire bowl of stew.
Could I have just given it like a little like tiny point my finger ray of frost to cool it off a little bit before he downed it?
Yes.
Wanza, are you still hungry? Do you want some of mine? You.
Gotta eat yours.
I've had a few bites. Are you still?
Are you
hungry?
just not eating tonight? You gotta keep your strength up. I understand
I mean-
a lot happened, but you gotta keep your strength up, my friend.
I'm little. I don't really need too much. If you want it, it's yours. Yeah.
I don't know if you're gonna insist.
Yeah. So I'll just slide my bowl over.
down it.
I just hit that one too as it's
Roll a
passing
Constitution
across
save,
my edge.
Wanza.
Okay, this I keep forgetting what the hit here. Bow. Ooh,
right.
even better that time.
So you
Good
go
rolls this
to
time.
lift this up to put it in your mouth, and like barely, mozzarella just freezes his hand a little bit and then like touches your bowl, and it cools off just before you like down it, and it saves you from burning your tongue. As you're like mid guzzle, you hear like a ah, and I don't know if that picked up on the mic, but
I heard
Cut off a little bit.
okay, you hear this just shriek though, and you turn around to see that Millie has like dropped a couple of the glasses that she was holding, and she's staring at the door as Gort and the other two goblins walk through the door, and they say, "Hello, we're looking for someone."
Millie, it's
we're
fine.
over here as I raise my hand up.
What are
I
they?
run
They
over
are-
to Millie.
And be like, I thought they were staying with the herbalist.
Maybe they're hungry. I'm gonna run over to Millie and like, they're okay. They're with us.
Did the glasses break when she dropped them?
Yes,
Can I cast mending to repair them?
yes.
So I repair the glasses for Millie.
So
Perhaps
mozzarella,
actually.
you just kind of like whip your hand, and the glasses reform back together, and Millie almost instinctively just reaches down and picks them up.
Yeah.
Good guy, mozzarella.
Hey Mo, do you want to
Millie.
give her some water to drink? Maybe that was. She seems panicked.
Yes, yes. And I take one of the glasses and I use create water to fill it, but it has to be like 10 gallons, so a bunch of water just falls on the ground too. They're like, here you go.
Come off that.
So
I just shape that water and just throw it outside.
So she's holding this mug, and like a big thing of water over the top of her head just goes, psh, and then
I'm
as
sorry.
it like
you have to get her soaked too.
as it
I'm still
starts
figuring it out.
to spill over everything, it coalesces back into like kind of a giant bubble and floats outside near, and then it splashes onto the ground.
I'm sorry about that, Millie.
She's not even saying anything. She's just like,
I'll guide her over to the bar, and like I'll explain to her that they're goblins, and Millie, you probably never seen them before. These are goblins. They're our friends. We help them
Citizens
out. They
of the
helped us.
barony.
I'm
citizens.
interlocking arms with them, walking them over.
They're citizen goblins. They're
There's-
goblin citizens. This is what a goblin looks like. Don't stare.
Don't
But-
scream either.
Don't forget one's
He's
king.
yeah, one is a king, so like, mind your P's and Q's.
I
And
thought goblins were a myth.
well,
Well, these ones were born and raised not far from here.
yeah. So they're cool though. They're with us. We
Okay.
helped them. They helped us, and now we're kind of,
Friends.
Billy,
friends.
do
Okay.
you have any stew for our friends here?
Yeah, I think I do. Hang on. I'll be right back. And then
Do
Do
she
you have any
Eat
mushrooms?
meat?
They'll probably like that. I yell as she goes in the back.
All right. So she's like, you don't know necessarily if she heard you or not, but she disappears in the back. Hang on, sorry. Okay. So the goblins come back, or they walk over to you and they say, I can't believe we were missing all this living in the cave. Look at all of this. The open sky, the buildings, the people.
I slide them an ale.
What is this?
Just
Take a sip.
take a sip.
It looks
Moderation. Moderation.
dirty. It looks dirty.
You
Lives
eat.
in a cave.
Yeah.
Well, we drink fresh water.
Oh, sorry.
This is
What do you think we are?
this is tasty, still fresh liquid.
Oh, well, okay.
This is better than fresh. It's fermented.
Like mushrooms.
So Gort still looks a little uneasy, and he grabs the big. He's like, he needs two hands to grab this thing, and he shows it to Bach, and Bach wordlessly just kind of looks at it, he sniffs it, he licks it, and he looks back to Gort and he says, and then Gort just goes, okay. And then
I hold up my glass and cheer.
So he's like guzzling it already by the time you hold your glass up. So he goes like, boonk, and then hits your glass with the bottom of his glass as he's drinking.
Moderation.
He doesn't know what that means, so he just kind of drinks the whole thing. The other two goblins follow suit. Millie comes back with a big bowl of venison stew for each of them as well. And she puts them out on the counter and she says, Goblins.
Goblin.
Goblin.
They're goblins. It's fine.
We
It's not weird.
I run an inn. I see a lot of strange folks come through here, but I've never seen or heard of a person who has seen a goblin.
Well,
I mean,
now
technically, you never heard of anyone who heard or saw of my species till I showed up. Is that not right?
Well,
or me.
well, I guess that's a good point.
Or Mazzarella.
Well, you seem friendly enough. I guess. Cheers. And then she grabs herself a mug and then holds it up. And all of the goblins
cheers.
like clank it with the bottom of their mugs.
Micah's just gonna be sitting at the bar saying, so many friends, and yawn and put her head on her bag and halfway fall asleep.
Oh, I think we should get Micah to bed.
Yes. So, Micah and Maddie, you can share a room, and the goblins and Wanza can have the other room, and I'm gonna go sleep in my houseboat, which is like 20 feet away or something.
Yeah, a little bit more than that, but yeah, probably like
I think you should show the goblins your houseboat.
No, I
I
think
think if I
they'd be
make some improvements, it'd
I
be
have
very
this-
helpful of you to have them go with you.
I have this staff that I really need to focus on. Wanza.
Okay. All right. So
I look at the goblins. Are any of you female or something?
no, what's a female?
I'd be
Never
more
mind.
worried if they snore.
How do you make more goblins? Let's ask that.
Oh,
We are
That's
not having the birds and
a
the bees
weird
talk
question.
with a group of goblins.
When a mommy goblin and a daddy goblin love each other very much.
well, when we're ready to grow more goblins, we prepare a
Right.
solution of spit and a couple of other herbs and things, and then we massage it into the mooncaps, and eventually a goblin grows out of it.
All right.
So you
So
eat.
neither. Got it.
Those are both your food source and your source of reproduction, and we took out a whole cave of them.
Well, you
Is that
said they
a
were
good-
bad.
So
How fast does this?
We can always grow more.
good
Okay.
thing I'm gonna let you grow more.
No, don't worry. We spoke to your friend, and she is going to help us. So thank you.
Did you tell her that you use it for reproduction?
She doesn't know that.
You might want to. Yeah, she doesn't know that. You should make
You
sure she
said
knows
she
that.
was an herbalist. I assume.
Yes.
That meant. Okay.
We're gonna have so many new friends in this town. I'm so
Mhm.
excited.
We should warn her about the nilbogs. Gort says
The
to
what?
Bort and Bach.
Wait, the what?
Nilbogs.
What is a millbug?
Nilbog.
Neilbog?
Yeah. So they look at you and they're like, "Oh, you haven't heard of the nilbogs?
What is a nilbog?
Not something you want to see."
But how does this relate to the mushrooms?
Well, if a growing goblin isn't well taken care of, it can grow into a nilbog.
You should definitely probably tell the herbalist about nilbogs.
Okay, another quick question I gotta ask. With whatever, how the herbalist was just helping you set up food or the mushrooms, you did not attempt to reproduce today, right?
No,
Okay, good.
No,
Is
I'm
there
not worried about it for
a
today.
certain time that happens?
Well,
Like
probably
once a
now that
year.
half the
Or-
goblins were murdered by the dog
The
thing.
fire.
We didn't kill any goblins.
Wait,
No.
we didn't get the other two goblins out?
What?
We did save 4 goblins.
Yes.
5.
And we thank you eternally.
So we didn't get
Yeah.
them out. Okay, good. Whew.
It'll be all right. They'll be okay. They'll be okay.
We're not worried.
So how fast does a
Don't
new
worry.
goblin grow?
4 or 6 months.
Yeah, that'll be.
It's fine.
That's fine. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
I'm gonna go get some rest. And I
Could
just
use
pick
some
up.
sleep.
I'm gonna nudge Micah awake and help her up the stairs
All right.
to her room.
So I'm gonna walk to my houseboat with my spider staff. That my character sheet is still my level 2 character sheet and does not have the spider staff in it.
Oh.
Was
Yeah,
that-
mine's still level 3 one. Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Mine's
Definitely
still
nothing to worry about
level
there. We will fix. So the spider staff, you're gonna have to make believe because
That's fine.
it's a custom item, so I can't just give it to you.
Got it. That is fine. I can write it down
Okay.
if I had a pen. Oh my god.
OMG.
I'm sitting at this fancy thing called a computer. I could just write it down on a notepad.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Oh my god, that is bright white. Why doesn't the notepad app have a dark mode?
Right?
You know what has a dark mode? Pen and paper.
Yes. Oh. All right.
Speaking of, I don't know what I do with my pen. Oh, there it is. Black pen on a black desk is very easy to lose.
You said dark
Think-
mode.
I think my yeah. Okay, what do I need to do to attune to this? Because I've never done this before. And how do I figure
Okay.
out what it is?
So let's get to that. So I'm gonna go down the line. So Micah and Maddie, you guys go up to. I'm gonna leave Cheese in suspense the longest. So Micah and Maddie, you go up the stairs. You go up the stairs and you take a left, go down a long hallway. And at the end of the room, there's like 2 doors that kind of go like not on opposite ends of the hall, but like diagonally. And these are 2 very large rooms. They're like the suites. So one of them is going to Mwanza, and the other one is going to Micah and Maddie. And Mwanza is joined by the goblins. So you guys go in. It's a large room. It's very luxurious. It's got a fireplace. It's got 2 like big beds, a couch. It's got a little mini bar. So you just kind of plop down on your respective beds and just go to sleep. You guys are exhausted. You've had a reasonably bad day. You know, everyone you love is dead, and so you're gonna go get some sleep. Seems like
Just
the reasonable
happy
thing to do.
times.
You know.
Happy times.
I never want to complain, but they had me in a closet yesterday. This is nice.
I'm just gonna say goodnight, Maddie, and climb in bed and hold my bag very tight and fall asleep.
Okay.
I'm in bed and I'm like literally counting sheep to sleep.
All right. So that happens with you guys. And Mwanza. Now we'll go to Cheese. So Cheese, you go back to your houseboat. And you go and you concentrate. Like you don't go right to sleep. You concentrate on this staff.
Right.
So the staff, you've managed to, it takes about an hour, but you managed to attune to it. And if it would load my notes, then I could tell you what it does. Well, I can do it from memory. It's fine. So, it is a staff. It has a statue of a spider on top. And if basically you have one of these 2 actions you can do per day. You can either cast spider climb, or the equivalent spell, I forget the exact name, on yourself. So
Okay.
you can climb up walls, ceilings, and whatever like a spider for 1 minute, or for a minute, you can see through the eyes of the spider statue on top of the staff, and you can control it.
Control the spider like a drone.
Yes, like a little spider drone.
Okay.
So it can do either one of those two things once per day.
Interesting.
All right.
All right, hang on.
And then other
Oh,
than
you
that,
said cast spider climb for 1 minute.
yep,
Sorry, I'm making notes.
yep, that's fine. And then other than that, did you want to do anything?
Is there anything else I need to do in relation to the staff? Like I'm good to use it now?
You can attune to 3 items at once.
I think that's
Cool. 3 items that require attunement. So you don't have any other items that require attunement.
okay.
So you should be good.
All right. Cool.
All right. So then, in that case, you go to sleep.
Yes, I need it.
All right. So you go to sleep, and then we go back to Wanza, who has gone up into his room, and with you, the goblins, they just kind of walk in behind you, and they say, "Oh my gosh, this is nothing like a cave. How do you sleep in here?" And then
Comfortably.
the other two are just kind of walking around. They're half ignoring you as they're just like grabbing everything, picking it up, looking at it, moving, like looking through shelves. And they say, "Oh, here's the beds." And then they like pull out dresser drawers, and they just hop in and they say, "Good night," and fall asleep in the dresser drawers. You, I assume, go into a
I sigh. I turn around. I lock the door.
Okay.
I walk down the hall. And I hop in the bath. And I take a nice bath.
Okay.
And then I return and unlock the door, walk in, and lay down and sleep.
Okay. All right. So I need all of you to roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Roll it
Oh,
with
no.
disadvantage. Let's see if I can remember how to do that.
Oh, good.
Was that control click was disadvantage?
I think that was disadvantage. Yep.
So
Oh, I accidentally rolled twice.
Someone
Scheiße.
has similar dice.
You just
to
take the
mine,
lowest one.
right?
I
No.
can't
Oh,
like see
well,
any of my
that was
stuff.
mozzarella.
You can't see any of your stuff.
Well, your first roll was a 6.
Yeah.
You
bad
might
it wasn't
Are you
have to
talking about
pop
your,
out.
your character sheet?
Yeah.
Okay, if you go to the tab at the top, because I've been going through this for the past like 15 minutes, and click on actors, you can see your own name and click on it, and it'll pop up your character sheet.
And then you
Okay.
could click on whatever skill you want to use and the actual pop-up advantage, normal, disadvantage.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's easier than trying to control click.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the control click is supposed to be easier, or it's less clicks, but
I'm sure some people
Well,
find
usually
it
I
easier.
have like a little thing on the top left, but it's not there.
Yeah, I I went through the same thing.
Top left.
Like usually when we're in the other kind of map, like when we were going through the cave, there's like a little
oh
Like where it says
yeah.
the
like-
top
Lakeside.
left.
Yeah.
Yep. It's because you're not on the scene, I think.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
So like if I put you on the scene, maybe you'll see it.
Yeah, now I see it. Okay, got it.
Okay.
You said perception, right?
Yes.
I think I did it right.
Let me just
16.
do this. I'll make you all invisible because I don't want the stream to be looking at nothing. That kind of works. There we go. Well, we'll call it good. Okay. So back to this. So what did everyone get?
I rolled a 17.
17. Okay. Wanza?
I have
16.
my disadvantage was
12.
a 6.
A 6. Okay. Wanza, what'd you get?
12.
12. Okay. And Maddie, what'd you get?
16.
16. Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. Disadvantage. My bad. Sorry. I was
12.
Still
Oh, 16.
16.
Nice.
Still
16.
16.
All right. I didn't lie. Just kidding.
Okay. All right. So,
Oh, did I roll the wrong? I rolled the wrong thing.
okay, tell me. Roll again and tell me what you get.
15.
15, look at that.
17.
All right.
I just realized I rolled persuasion. Like, wait a minute.
I mean,
Why
they
does it say
both start with a P.
charisma?
I can see that. Okay, so you get a 17. So, Wanza, you hear a strange noise coming from next door. It's just a very quiet, like. However, Maddie, what'd you get again? I'm sorry.
16.
16. Okay.
Sorry.
So you and both you and Micah wake up at this like noise. And it sounds like it's coming from the window.
Micah.
Uh,
I'm like
I'm gonna-
hiding under the covers.
I'm gonna roll out of bed and walk into the hallway.
Okay. So
By the way, I went to sleep in my armor. They specify that. I'm always on duty, even when I'm saying I'm not.
oh my god. Okay. So cheese, you hear mozzarella, you hear none of this.
Yeah, I'm at the houseboat.
Yes, which I mean makes sense
It
because
does.
you rolled very low, but you're also nowhere even nearby. So, yeah. So you guys, you hear this creaky noise. Maddie throws her sheets up over her head, and Micah is brave enough to take a peek and looks over, and you see this masked figure like jump out of the like from the windowsill, jumps across the room with a dagger drawn, and stabs it down at you. Roll a dexterity saving throw with
God.
advantage.
Okay.
With advantage.
I scream while this is happening.
Okay.
I can just click on dexterity,
Yep.
right?
Yep. And then it should bring it up and say roll with advantage. Too many M
Ability check or
names
saving
again.
throw?
It's killing me. Mwanza, you hear this coming from inside the room.
I go running and right
Am
up.
I doing an ability check or a saving throw?
You are doing a saving throw with advantage.
Also, the little thing disappeared again. I don't know if you
Oh,
were.
well, it's 12 either way.
Okay.
I'm gonna be RB.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay. All right. So the guy, this person just jumps out of the window, stabs down into the bed, and you see feathers flying up. And actually, we should probably put on better music for this. Hang on. So the feathers fly up from the bed. You dodge out of the way. You kind of just roll like onto the floor. Wanza, you hear this as Micah slams onto the floor. You throw the door open and see this assailant, a black armored, just like in dark leather. This guy is just standing over the bed, redrawing his knife up, and jumping over to continue chasing down Micah.
Can I?
Did I have time to grab my bag since I was cuddling it as he's stabbing at me?
No.
Shit. Okay.
Can I attempt to thorn whip and grab his wrist?
Yes. So, you guys are familiar with this. We are in skill challenge mode. So,
Sweet.
God.
we're gonna. This is gonna be 6. Actually, no. I'm sorry. This is a 9 skill challenge. So, 9 successes, 3 failures. So we're gonna start with Matilda. and then we'll go to Micah, and then Wanza. So, Maddie, go ahead and roll.
Wait, can I still Thorn Whip on this? Or
That's going to be your skill check. So
Okay.
you could just roll. You can just roll your spell check and see if it hits. Your spell check. I was like, that sounds weird. Why does spell check sound familiar? Anyway.
How? My little thing disappeared up on the top, so I'm not sure how to do it from the.
If you just go to your character sheet, you should be able to roll it. Also,
There it goes. Oh, it did it a lot. It was just delayed.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just roll the attack and damage from there. Okay, we're good.
12.
12 is going to miss.
Okay.
So you throw out this thorn whip. You throw the covers off your head and just hastily throw out a thorn whip, and it goes a little bit to the left. It goes like right over Micah's head and slaps into this very nice vase that was up on like a shelf next to the bed, and it goes flying off and smashes against the wall.
Sorry, Millie.
Micah, what do you do?
Let's see. Can I roll for insight to see which way he's gonna move and dash for wherever my bag fell?
Yes.
Oof. 8.
Oof. All right. So the bag falls off of the bed, and you hear this like, and then like a rolling noise as it kind of rolls away from you. You thought it was going to go left, and it went right, and you went left, and you just kind of missed it. Wanza, you're up.
I'm gonna look at this guy and tell you better run while you can. This is your one and only warning. Trying to persuade him to run.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Oof.
19-1.
Okay. So he assesses the situation, and he looks at you guys. He's like, he knows this is now a 3-to-1 situation. He was going into this expecting, you guys to be asleep. The goblins also show up behind you, like brandishing. They're in like these plaid nightgowns with little like sock heads, but they're brandishing their weapons, and they run in like, "Don't you hurt our friends!"
Oh no!
And
You guys were asleep.
he kind of backs away and then jumps out the window, and he runs away. You guys are still kind of like clamoring to get together. So he's gone. He's off. But you're safe.
You always give everyone a chance to not get killed.
I'm gonna search for wherever my bag went.
Are you ladies okay?
I'm fine. I just need
As
my
I-
bag.
As I walk over to the window to look out to make sure he's gone.
I walk over to the vase that I hit and start like scooping it up.
Okay.
Is there
Yeah.
is there any chance I would have heard Maddie scream from the distance of my houseboat?
No.
Okay.
I wonder if Mo can fix this vase like he did the glasses.
Mozzarella's just blissfully sleeping.
Holding his staff.
Just snoring so loudly.
I close the window once I know the guy's gone and latch it.
All right. Yeah, he's gone. But the goblins come up to you and they say, You know that guy?
Do you know
Nope.
that guy?
He was definitely friends probably with the people that kept you guys in chains. Or
That's
cages.
what we thought.
Do you think he's gonna come back?
Oh, maybe not him, but maybe one of his friends. Hmm.
Micah's just gonna sit on the floor and like peer into her bag.
I don't think they'll be back
Looking
tonight
very
though, since we're.
concerned.
Is there
So whatever's in your bag, okay?
The goblin.
Yeah, it's fine, and I cinch it shut and like push it behind me.
As long as whatever's in there's not damaged. Seems important to you.
So yes, it is definitely fine. And the goblins, like, they kind of form a perimeter around you guys, and they say, friends, get some sleep. We'll take watch. And then in the morning, we'll get some sleep.
Oh,
Don't
thanks.
gotta tell me twice, and I hop back into bed and pull the sheet over.
All right. So the rest of the night passes uneventfully. The goblins, as you wake up, they say, okay, well, we'll go back to our beds. Be safe. We'll find you later.
I'm sleeping. Thanks for watching.
Have a
They
wonderful sleep.
nod, very like proud, with their chins up as they walk out of the room, and they go back into Mwanza's room, just lay down in the dresser, lock the door, and fall asleep.
I think we got to go get Mazzarello. And then,
Yeah.
as I walk by, I'm sure open the door and show you guys how they're sleeping.
Cute.
So
So when you open the door, you see that like they have the dresser drawers out at like 3 different intervals, so they can each sleep in a different level. And one of them is like spilling out over the top onto the one below it, and then the one on the bottom is like kicking the middle level as he's sleeping. But they're done. They're exhausted.
All right. So
I have all the
let's-
pieces of the vase in my hand, walking downstairs to
Okay.
meet Mozzarella.
All right. Mozzarella, what are you doing? Are you waiting for them to come get to you, or are you gonna come back to the inn?
I stopped at the bakery again, and I picked up some pastries, and I'm coming to the inn.
Okay. So as you guys get downstairs, you see Mozzarella walk in. The rest of the inn is empty, save for like 2 or 3 people having some porridge.
So
One sec. The man with the cloak is back, and he's sitting in the same spot he was sitting at before. As Mozzarella walks in, and he has this big carton of pastries with him.
I just say, like, I see him, and just, because my hands are full, I'm like, hello, my silent friend. And I just keep walking.
As
Can I
you
just,
do,
like-
he kind of like looks over in your direction for a second and then goes back.
Okay. I just
take-
kind of go, progress.
I want to take
sure,
two
sure, he
pastries.
responds to you, but not me.
I want to take 2 pastries, one for myself, and bring one to the guy sitting by himself, and just set it in front of him without saying anything.
Okay. Hang on. Okay, you do that, and he just kind of nods slowly, but he doesn't touch it yet.
I'm gonna walk away and go sit somewhere else.
Okay.
I quietly spill out the pieces of the vase in front of Mozzarella, and I
Oh my
give him like a
God.
sad look, and I'm like, it was an accident, and
It's fine. Give
I
it
don't want
here.
Billy to see
Self-defense.
it.
Oh,
It's what? Just give it here. Let me see. I can fix it. Tell me what happened, and I just cast mending. And
There was a
Is-
person that hopped through our window last night. I
assassin.
think we're all fine. But
oh, I
Tried to
should
stab
never have
me.
left.
Several times he tried to stab me.
he did.
I walk in the room, I spoke, and they ran.
Well,
He did.
it's a good thing the goblins were here.
Yes, the goblins truly saved us all.
I'm sorry that I wasn't here to help. I felt like I needed some quiet to understand the staff. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I think Mwanza scared him, and then the goblins double scared him.
Yeah, you couldn't have
So-
known that someone was gonna come creeping through our windows.
Yeah.
Did we glean anything from this assailant, from this assassin? Do we think that it's the same group of people? I mean, we probably do have a target on our backs at the moment.
I personally felt very targeted by this guy, but I got
Yeah,
nothing.
I just look up at Mwanza.
We should probably let Auric know about this.
Yes. Is Millie in the bar right now?
Don't let her see the vase. Don't let her see it.
It's fixed. It's fixed.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
She's here, but she's in back. In the mornings is when they kind of like make the stews and all the like the food for during the day. So she's not out and about. Nobody's really ordering drinks anyway. So
All right, so who's ever manning the shop, I'm just going to ask him, oh, can you do me a favor and get a couple pillows and, I don't know, sheets or blankets upstairs for the goblins when you get a chance?
well, there's nobody there right now, but Millie, Millie. Why did I make an M named NPC? I did.
Billy, Micah, Wanda,
Oh my gosh.
Mozzarella.
All right. So anyway, she comes out periodically. Like she's manning the place, but she's mostly working in the back. So every once in a while, she'll kind of like do her rounds and come out.
When she went around the rounds, I'll ask her when she gets a chance.
Yeah.
I'll shout into the back, Millie pastries.
And she
No,
says,
food.
"Oh, 1 minute."
No, food.
So she comes out like kind of wiping her hands with a towel, and she says, "Mozzarella, I don't know what I would do without you sometimes. Thank you so much. I shouldn't complain, but I really could use a pastry today." And she comes over and she grabs one.
Take 2.
I couldn't, but thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Is everything okay?
Oh yeah, it's just, a little busy. I don't have any help today, and I have to skin the deer and make the stew and the porridge and watch the bar. It's a lot.
What are the chances the goblins would be good at any of that? I'm asking Wanza and Maddie.
That's such a good idea.
I mean, they got a lot to learn. If she's willing to teach, I'm sure at least one of them might be willing to assist and learn.
And the town
If
can
not
get used to
all of
them.
them.
And
So
know
when
who they are.
But that's up to Millie. If she
Yes.
wants to take that chance.
Are you talking to Millie as well, or just yourselves?
We're talking
we all
amongst
just-
ourselves.
Okay.
We glance over at Millie, probably.
So
I'd
Millie's
probably
like,
say it loud enough where Millie can hear it when she's walking around.
"Oh, well, I suppose I could use the help. Sure."
Just ask them, Millie. We don't want to force them. You're not forced to use them, but
But I rubbed the
I-
back of my head. They might need some clothing, though.
yes.
I might have a couple of outfits that will work, maybe. When they wake up, I'll check with them.
They look about Maddie's size.
They should fit.
Are they smaller than Maddie?
They are taller than Maddie, but about the same size as Millie.
Okay.
Okay. So they're dwarven size.
Well,
Right, Millie is a dwarf?
no, Millie is a gnome,
Oh,
and Maddie is a halfling. So gnomes are about a half a foot taller than halflings.
Got it.
okay.
I'm little.
Little.
But you got big feet.
Huge boulder foot.
It's relative. All right. So, what are you doing?
Gotta go
while
report
we're
into the
here,
captain.
Can I
Oh.
replenish my arrows that I used last session?
Yes, we will just say that you've done that.
Okay.
I grab a pastry and wrap it up and put it in my pocket.
Okay.
And then I take the vase and put it over in front of the hooded figure. And I
Okay.
just smile and walk away.
Millie kind of looks at you weird, but she's like, "Nope, I'm not going to ask."
I forgot about the pastries. I'm gonna take one and just throw it in my mouth.
Okay.
Then eat it on the way out.
All right. So you guys head back across town to go talk to Auric. You get to the guardhouse, and he's like just waking up himself. Like he's walking out of the back. So as you walk in, there's the big main area, and then behind that is like the barracks where the guards sleep if they don't have anywhere else to go. Arik has been staying here lately. So he walks out of the back. He's like stretching and yawning, and he says, "Wow, Monza, you're here early. Morning, everybody."
So there was an incident last night at the inn.
You don't waste any time, do you?
I didn't kill anyone. Why am I saying that now?
And
I look
what-
at all of you guys. I hate you all. You all got me saying that.
So you say this, and then he kind of like, he doesn't look like he believes you. Like, he looks at everybody else, and he's like,
I wasn't there.
Oh, sure.
He
This
didn't
one
kill
time you're not
anyone.
defending me.
I
He
just-
didn't kill anyone. He scared someone though. He didn't kill anyone.
Oh,
didn't kill them.
okay. I really didn't want to have to do paperwork. What happened?
Assassin?
Well,
So this guy climbed through our window and tried to stab me twice, and then Wanza came in and yelled at him, and he ran.
Oh my god. They're moving much faster than I thought they would. All right.
Who is they?
I'm just interested why they went after Micah.
Well, they must have known. I mean, from what you told me, it seems like their operation was near Micah's farm. Micah being here is a threat to their information getting out to us, which clearly it has. So they're probably trying to keep you silent. I think the best course of action would be for you to stay here until we go over and stake out the locations tonight, so we don't have to worry about this happening again. The last thing we need is a murder in broad daylight.
I think when we meet them, we should tell them that Micah's not involved. That should be the first order of business. They'll leave her alone.
Just sort of, just, hey, she's not with them.
Yeah.
Kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
deal.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Look,
then
it's not murder if it's in
Yeah.
self-defense.
We will
Yeah.
call that
Definitely
Plan
have no
C.
involvement in anything.
they should just know, just in case we don't like stop them the first time. So that the second time they just
You know what?
she didn't come
Micah?
through someone's window.
Yeah, no, we will call that Plan C, but I think we should have
F.
probably
See you later.
a couple of other plans first. So he
I feel like burning down the mansions rank higher than that one.
all right, that's Plan D
My
then.
plan is winning.
Let's leave the burning for Plan F.
Plan B, burn the buildings.
Exactly.
B for burning.
So oh boy. So he gestures you all to like the table in the middle of the room, and he says, "This is what I was thinking." And he shows you this map that's like hastily hand drawn, but not bad, of the kind of rich district with all of the mansions. And there are a good number of them, but there's 3 that he has marked with a red X. And they're all within viewing distance of one mansion across the street that he's marked with a red circle. So he points to the red circle and he says, all right, this is the Van Housen mansion. We can stay here. I've gotten their permission. They're going to let us stay in the attic and watch over the other 3 mansions. If we stay there all night, I'm hoping that maybe we can get some intel and see something that will give us an idea of which mansion the Dark Walkers are operating out of. And if we can find that out, well, then I think we need to put a stop to them. And you 4 seem very capable. So
Wait,
if
the
you're
what?
up for
The
it,
Dark Waters?
It's a good plan.
Dark Walkers.
Sounds
Walkers. Okay.
Plan A
Because
for
you,
attic.
you 4 seem very capable. I mean, from what you've told me about what happened at the cave, I think you're probably the best to go in. I hate to do that to you, Micah and Matilda, but we don't have a lot of options. I don't know if my guards would be up for the task, and we need them to secure the perimeter of the house anyway in case any of them escape.
It's okay.
I'll be okay. I need
Yeah.
revenge.
I was
just
hoping
wanna-
you might say that.
protect Sarah and Micah, so I'm here for it.
All right.
Is there anywhere in town where we could maybe purchase upgraded gear?
Well, of course. And he points out a few different magic shops, or different, like a blacksmith and all that kind of stuff. So he says you could absolutely visit John Brightstone, the blacksmith, as you know. There is Norte, who is in charge of the alchemical shop that he sells most of the potions that Frank makes.
Right.
Frank, of course, makes some very good potions. Is there anything else specific that you're looking for?
I don't wear metal. Druid. Armor.
Yes,
Well-
for like a leather worker or something?
Yeah, is there like a leather shop?
Yeah, of course. So he points out the leather shop owned by Tia.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Appreciate that.
I think that we should defer to the group, but I feel that if this could potentially be a dangerous evening, maybe we should consider preparing ourselves and going to these shops.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Wanza,
No
what say
argument.
you?
No argument.
Okay.
All right. So if you guys tell me what in particular you're going to look for, then we can go to the shop that would sell the particular thing you're looking for.
How do I'm sorry.
Or do you just want like a list of things?
I'm looking for new armor, but I know that as a sorcerer, I don't really wear armor, so I don't know if there's anything I could even get.
So as a
Maybe.
sorcerer, you are proficient in...
Cloth. Or maybe not even cloth, actually. Light. Might not even be.
Yeah, you don't have any armor proficiencies, so you are basically stuck to clothing.
Okay, so there's really nothing I could grab that would be
Can
better.
you
Yeah.
take mage armor? I think that's
Not
what it's
yet,
called.
or maybe. I don't think yet.
You can
Yeah.
use... you have shield, which you can use as a
Yeah.
reaction.
Yeah.
That's probably your best way of increasing your armor right now.
So for me, that's what I was looking for, but I'm good. But I'm sure like weapons or armor for the rest of the party would be good.
Yeah. And of course, Micah, you would know Hector the Fletcher, so that's where you go to get your arrows. But if there's anything else particular that either Maddie or Micah or Mwanza would like to go look for.
Would he have like a better like bow that I could get?
Better than a standard longbow? Probably not.
Okay. I figured as much. That's fine.
Yeah.
Don't forget that you all have an extra 22.5 gold. Versus whatever it says on your sheet right now.
Yep. Maddie, did you want to get anything, or Mwanza?
Looking at everything, I think I'm okay
Okay.
for now.
Yeah, the only thing I might want to grab. How many potions do we all have right now?
You have 9 total.
9 total. I might want to go to the potion shop and see what they have.
Okay. And you also have the 3 special potions that I gave you guys last time too, so don't forget about those.
Yes, I have those written down. It's greater healing, a speed potion, and a potion of invisibility.
All right. So you guys head to the potion shop. And they have your standard healing potions, like level 1, level 2 healing potions. There's a couple of level 3 healing potions. Those are going to be out of your price range, though. Those are probably like 50 gold a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I ask the shopkeeper if they have anything interesting.
So he goes in the back and he pulls out, he's like, Ooh, yes. We certainly do have a few strange potions for the discerning buyer. And he goes in back and he pulls out like a few. You hear like this ding, 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 as he grabs like a few different potions, puts them in a pile, and then spills them out on the counter in a neat way, not just like. But he kind of like spills them very carefully and then starts arranging them in order. And he points. There's 5 potions in total. The first one, he says, this one is a fantastic potion. It will decrease your size down to the size of a small bug. Just for a minute. But certainly interesting if you have any people that you want to hear a conversation and don't want them to know you're there. And then the next one he points at, he says, this one is particularly interesting because it does the exact opposite. It will make you 2 sizes larger than you are.
Oh.
But that one only lasts for about 10 seconds, so use it sparingly. And then he gestures to the third one and he says, this one is great. It's not as exciting, but it will heal you if you are ailed by any type of poison or disease, including a plague. It will heal you. And then he says, this next one. Well, actually, I don't know what this one does. Or this one, for that matter. Why don't I label these?
So I have a side question not related to this potion thing.
Yep.
I can't technically whisper you, I don't think, in Forge because it'll pop up on your screen. Would it be better to DM it in Discord?
You can whisper it to me in Forge because the screen that shows up on the stream is not the same as the one that I look at.
Okay, alright. I wasn't sure. I didn't want it to pop up in the little box.
Nope. It will not do that. You're safe.
No spoilers.
See if I remember how to do this. Hold on.
I do want to mention something to the group before we buy anything.
Mm-hmm.
I do have the good berry spell, which does use an action, but it creates 10 berries, and it restores 1 hit point for the creature
Okay.
that uses their action to eat one. So
It's good to
just
know.
yeah, I just remembered I have that. So
I am very of the 2 or of the 3. Well, I'm kind of so. Are those 2 that you don't know? Is that it's like a surprise effect type deal? Is that what you're getting at with those?
Yep. That's it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking to the DM.
Yes.
Okay.
yep, that's it.
That is tempting, but I'm also very tempted by the 10-second grow bigger.
Yes. Don't use that one inside if you buy it, though. I wouldn't recommend it.
How much is that one?
God rest my mother-in-law. That one is 200 gold pieces.
Oh, well, then we won't be purchasing that.
Oh, it's a shame.
Unless you barter. Unless you accept IOUs.
Let's just say
I'll give it to you for 220. As an if you bring that, give me 220 later, and I'll give you the potion now. But I'll need something of collateral.
I pull out the rusty longsword and put that on the table.
I need
That's
something
collateral.
worth something.
That is worth at least 1 copper.
You don't know what we went through for that.
Oh.
Look at that fine poison
Can I
lacing the blade.
Can I take out the giant
glows.
spider's mandible that I took off of it and ask him if they can do anything with this?
Oh, well.
In the eyes.
Yes. Here you go. Enjoy.
Okay.
He hands you the potion.
So
And we're going to take the 2 mystery potions with it, that trade.
I don't. Monza, we're poor.
Yes, and it definitely seems like
that's
that
fine. Take them.
Don't say that out loud.
okay. I grabbed the
you.
I grabbed the potions.
All right. So he hands
Yeah, we just
you,
got ripped off, I say as I walk out.
He hands you the giant potion as well. Or, well, no, I'm sorry. You take the giant's potion as well as the other 2 potions. He takes the other 2 back, and in the other hand, he's holding this giant spider's fang and like, and walks back into the back room.
What
What
happened?
is
You
he-
cut off there.
You cut off for a second.
Oh, he holds this giant spider's fang and he just stares at it in awe. Like he's just smiling ear to ear as he carries that into the back room with the other 2 potions that you didn't
Was
buy.
that thing? Was that fang worth 220 gold? I
It
hope
probably
so.
was worth way more than that, I'm thinking.
Okay.
You
Well,
hear him
think he
yell
got a
back
really
out,
great
"No, it was collateral."
Every drop of potential venom should still be in that when we come back.
yeah. I want that back if it's collateral.
So he
We
says
know how
to
much
you,
is in there.
"All right, I'll take 150 off your total."
Deal.
All right, but you still owe me math when you get back.
Maddie's like counting on her fingers.
So we owe you 50.
Oh yeah, because you wouldn't have to count for the. Yep. No.
Yeah,
70.
that checks
Right?
out. I'll just walk
Yeah,
out.
whatever. 50. Okay.
50
I say 50 as we walk out if we have a chance to argue.
Yep. Okay. So it's been a day. I can't do that in my head right now. It's the simplest math. Anyway, so you head back to the guard station.
Did anyone want to go to a blacksmith or anything? Wanza?
No.
I can't afford anything I would need to get right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
anything that would be better than what you have would probably be like hundreds of gold pieces here.
What
Got
I would
it.
want is thousands.
Okay.
Probably
Well,
wouldn't be here.
We're very poor, so
It would
let's
need to be custom made.
Yeah. Okay. So you head back to the guard station. Did you want to do anything else, or do you want to wait?
Do we have pastries for the guards?
Oh my gosh.
We could stop and get some.
You guys left the pastries there, so
Well, those are for Millie.
Yeah.
Do you want to stop and get some, Maddie?
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we didn't get any for the guards, and they've been working hard too.
So we
If that's
stopped
okay
and
with
get-
everybody, if it doesn't.
Okay. So you guys stop and get some more pastries for the guards. Bring them back to the guard station.
All right.
I just
Oh,
like
I could-
shove them on the table.
The guards look ecstatic when you come in. They're like, oh. And they look at Auric and like, time for a pastry break? And he says, oh, fine. All right. But then he's like,
Or
but you're doing laps when you're done.
he's just so annoyed with us being nice to his guards.
It's worth it.
Well, he
I was
goes
about to
sneaks
eat
one
one
too,
as he
so-
says that,
Huh?
and then kind of stop and put it back down. I was about to eat a pastry, but as he said that, I was like, ah, and then put it back down.
All right. So after you guys bring the pastries in and everything, did you want to do anything else before we kind of fast forward a little bit?
Is there anything else we should do? What do you guys
You
think?
tell me.
I think we're good.
Let's wait.
So the shop we bought the potions at, was that the alchemist we went to before, or is that somebody else?
That was a different shop. Frank is a very talented alchemist, and he produces a lot of potions. Like the healing potions he produces, though most of those go to Moira. But there's another potion shop in town that sells kind of more unique potions like the ones that you guys got. They certainly do have some healing potions, but they also sell a lot of different weird potions.
I think I want to stop in there real fast and just kind of ask him what the 2 mystery potions might be.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Okay.
So you guys wait until evening, and as the sun starts to set behind the hills, back west of Lakeside, Auric says to you, "Okay, now's the time," and he leads you over to the mansion, and you just kind of walk in. The mansion owners have given Auric a key, and they've left because they don't want to be involved in whatever's going on here with you guys. So you guys head up to the attic, and they have like a big round picture window in the attic that you guys can kind of look out of. It's kind of stained glass. It's not perfect for what you're doing, but there's enough of a little area in the window that you can get a good view of the outside. You can see the streets. It is pretty dark, but Darth is going to have an advantage here because you have dark vision.
And 90 feet.
90 feet of dark vision. I thought it was 120. And
No,
also
shouldn't
Darth, to your question from earlier, that would be Arcana.
Okay, can I just roll it and then you'll just message me whatever?
Yes. Okay. Just-
You don't, nothing. It's fine.
metal.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, so I kind of like having it like half talk and half in chat because it engages the stream a little bit more, but two, it also makes it really annoying for everyone else who doesn't know what's going on. I see Bird. We've got Bird back.
Yeah, my stream deck's dead
Why do
now.
you have a gigantic butt? Oh, it's a it's a chair.
You can't just ask people
Yeah.
about the size of their butt, Jessica.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow.
I am so sorry.
One's is dummy thick, and we just accept it.
Tail feathers are shooketh.
You're gonna have to update the character art now to make Mwanza dummy thick, Darth.
I got this. Okay.
Oh God. Okay. All
Say
right.
less, cheese.
Oh, we've lost Powder again. All right.
I'm still here.
We'll go back to Dragon. Oh, I know you're here. Okay. So, everyone roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Attributes.
Oh.
Beautiful.
My rolls are terrible today.
Oh, and that one.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Well, Micah, you get Micah gets advantage.
Oh, I
So,
do? Wait,
yes.
let me reroll. What was it? Perception?
Yep.
With advantage?
Well, you reroll one.
Hey.
Or roll an actual one. We'll take it. It's fine. You got 22. All right.
Okay.
So you're all looking out this stained glass round window, and you see, like, every once in a while, over the next couple hours, you see, like, a couple people walking down, like some elderly woman in, like, a big fur coat is walking her little dog down the street. Stuff like that, you know. But eventually, Micah, you see a similar clothed, equipped person as the person who broke into your room last night, and he's heading off in the direction of the Rusty Anchor.
Okay, can I point him out to everybody else and be like, that's the guy?
Yes. Arik is going to look at you and he's going to say, okay, now, where did he come from? And you're looking, and there's two mansions that he could have possibly come from. And he says, we should wait. No doubt he's gone off to the Rusty Anchor to try to finish the job from last night. He'll be back.
Oh, Millie's gonna be.
Okay.
I doubt he's going to go after Millie. It's a
What
risk
is
we're
the-
going to have to take, though.
Yeah. What is the distance on my spider staff's spider drone?
It lasts for 1 minute.
Okay. It's probably not enough time to get over there.
Yeah, basically it doesn't have a max range, but it's basically just as far as you can get that spider in 1 minute. And then it will do its best to run back to the staff. And if it can't get back to the staff becomes a mundane staff.
Got it.
Should probably save.
Would if I find it and put it back on the staff, are we good? Or is it like you got to get there in a minute?
No, you don't have to get it. Basically, if it's like in another plane of existence and it can't get back to the staff after a certain amount of time, it will just become a mundane staff.
Got it.
Or I should say it's a mundane staff until it gets back to it.
Got it.
But if like you teleport the spider into hell, and there's no way for the spider to get back to the staff. It's a mundane staff now.
Got it.
All right. So, after about 45 minutes, you see this guy kind of walk back. Everyone roll another perception check, but with advantage this time.
Oh, not that one. Hang on. Yes.
22.
19.
22 as well.
Okay. So, very easily, you see this guy. You all know he's coming. Micah points him out to you. Arik sees him at the same time. You watch as he walks into the third mansion, the last one on the row. You know that this is probably where the Dark Walker safe house is. He sneaks back, like he's not just walking in the front door. He kind of goes back around the side of the house. He looks to see if anyone's watching before he ducks in there. Like he's not trying to be obvious about it, obviously.
Very sneaky.
Very sneaky, sir.
So Arik looks at you guys and he says, okay, that's the place. You guys ready?
Do you think they're having a...
Yeah, we're gonna go crash it.
Yeah.
Can we burn it down now?
I'm not convinced
Should we bring them
that this was
pastries?
the best plan.
Bring the pastries.
Bring the pastries. We should bring the pastries.
Yeah, we might need some.
It could be a distraction to get in. Hang on, y'all. I have that invisibility potion. We could have someone ring the door with pastries, have someone else take the invisibility potion and sneak in while they're at the door telling us they don't want any pastries for their party.
So who has the best stealth in that? Who's sneakiest to
Me.
sneak in?
Or you.
Oh, yeah. Who does that?
Obviously, not
I'm
me.
bolder foot, but I do have light foot
I think
abilities.
it's probably not the dragon.
I do like the idea of like just giving the invisibility potion to Mwanza.
And they just hear this loud clanking everywhere. Clunk, clunk.
Yeah.
Where's that coming from?
I like that
Bit.
plan. I can be at the door with the pastries. Maybe they'll miss me because I'm down here. And then
Yeah, I think we should. This is hard. We need someone to sneak in to unlock a door for us. We could use the invisibility potion to get them in.
Perhaps
And then we
what we
can-
should do is sort of look around first and see if there is a side door to unlock to get in.
Wow, you are smart.
So smart. Have you seen what I rolled for intelligence?
Super smart. Well,
So-
my intelligence is very low, so this is on brand. This is on brand. Mwanza, what's your plan?
Busting down the door and just killing everything.
So let's
That'll
I
be
could-
plan D.
D for door.
I have a question. I have a
Should I
second
go
question.
talking to them, say they want to surrender before we kill them?
Try that.
With wild shape,
Mm-hmm.
can I turn back into me whenever I want to, or does it have to go the whole full?
No, you can turn back into yourself.
I could turn into a rat and sneak in the
Ooh.
door.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. I mean, if it's an older abandoned like mansion, then there should be a hole somewhere for you to sneak through.
Yeah, and then I can just unlock the door and bada
Here we go.
boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Why
That's a
was my
good
switch
plan.
knocked?
Should we do an investigation around the house just to see, or maybe a perception to see if there's any like guard posts to be worried about?
And you said your intelligence was low. Look at you go.
Are we up to the house? Like, are we still in the attic right now?
You are still in the attic of the house that's sort of across the street. Yes.
What if I just go and nonchalantly walk around and come back and let you guys know if there's somewhere to sneak in or guard posts or anything like that?
I think that's a great idea, except for the part where of the four of us, you're the one that they tried to assassinate. So maybe.
What if? Hang on.
I mean, I could.
Okay.
Yeah. What if Maddie here became like something small like that mouse, and just simply stayed on Darth's person as Darth snuck around? So Maddie's not sneaking. Darth's doing the sneaking.
My stealth is good. As
I
long
keep
as
saying
the
Darth,
roll
but
is correct.
Micah.
Micah. Sorry, Micah be doing the sneaking.
How is
What?
your stealth, Mozzarella?
My stealth is Dex +2. I don't know what that means. It's passive stealth 12. Not great. Not great. It's not great.
But I was thinking if I'm being targeted, then maybe you're right. It's not the best idea for me to go wander around. But if yours isn't bad, maybe you could.
I was thinking maybe Mwanza and a contingent and could just make his guard rounds.
That's true.
'Cause that's
That would
his
be unsuspicious.
that's his job.
Yeah,
Are
but
you-
the issue is, the assassin saw me last night, and I am quite noticeable compared to the rest of the guards.
That's true. They didn't see Mozzarella.
Like,
and Mozzarella lives here, so you could just be on an evening walk.
Yeah,
Could
maybe
be.
I should probably be the one to do it. All right. Wow.
Sadly, there's no one else in the guard like me.
Okay. If I die,
You go in this.
Mwanza, you can have the houseboat.
I'll
Micah
bury you in
and-
the woods with my family.
Micah and Maddie can have everything else. Okay.
All right.
So
go ahead and
I'm
roll a stealth roll.
and just casually. Let me ask you this before I do a stealth roll. If I just want to go out and casually go for a stroll and they didn't see me, would that really be stealth? Or if I'm just trying to act natural, would that be like a performance roll?
Be performance.
Because I'm
You are
just
correct.
trying to be calm, cool, collected, you know?
Yeah.
They don't know
Yep.
who I am.
Yep.
I'm just
Go
a
ahead.
blue guy.
Just a normal blue guy walking down the street.
All right.
Jesse, do you want the rat stats or are we?
We know it was me.
Oh no.
All right.
Shit.
No, I can get the rat stats. Do you have the rat stats?
I do. I have them up.
Okay. So Mozzarella walks out, and your plan is to have Mozzarella walk by and just kind of get the lay of the land. Just to make sure I'm understanding this correctly, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Mozzarella walks by the house, and instantly you hear yelling, and a couple of guys run out the front door. Roll initiative.
Oh, shit.
I'm still in the attic, right?
You're all in the attic of the house that's like 50 feet down the street.
I feel like I would have moved down to the ground
All right.
floor.
Okay. Well, yeah, we can say that then. We're going to roll initiative here. Does anyone else want to not be in the attic? Because
Is
That
there
was my
a
impression.
window up there that I can open?
yes, the window that you've been looking out, you can open. It has, it twists at the bottom so you can vent.
Okay, how far away are they?
Far enough that you would be able to shoot them.
I would not be able
You
to shoot
would
them.
be able to shoot them.
Oh, I would. Okay. That's all I needed to know. Thank
I guess
you.
I should have said not too far that you can't shoot them.
Okay.
I feel like I would have gone down with Monza
Okay, so
if I was getting
Mwanza,
ready to like sneak in the door, just in case.
Mwanza and Matilda are at the front door. They see these two guys run out at Mazzarello, and they go to grab him. So all of you then roll initiative.
No active.
Well, no, you
combat?
can't roll initiative because we are not on the map that the fighting is going on.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
That's literally
Don't
what he
be
was saying.
suspicious, don't be suspicious.
All right, so
My
Mazzarello.
performance, like I had a +4. I was like, that's gonna be the better one than stealth. No, that was not
It would have
good.
been better if you didn't roll in that one. All right, so we've got Maddie and we've got Mwanza, and I'm gonna put Micah over here just so you're on the map, but you can't really do a whole lot. Like you are still too far away to, move in. You'd have to go down to the bottom, all right, so.
Hey, dudes.
You guys like pastries?
I forgot them, but I was just going to the bakery.
Should we go get them?
I don't know.
I can't target anybody. I don't know why.
Combat hasn't started.
No, but I can't drag anyone into combat is my problem. Okay, here we go. Got it. So now all of you can roll initiative. Look at all those dice.
19.
All right, 19. Well, you don't have to tell me. It's on the list.
Sure.
15.
All right. So Matella's gonna go first.
Alrighty. How far away? Exactly.
So they're about 50 feet from you. Let's say actually they're about 150 feet from you. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Can I just move forward for my...
Yeah. So we'll say your first turn where you are now is going to take you a turn to get there.
Okay.
If you had anything like a bow or a sling or something that you could launch that far, then you could shoot or something. But for right now...
No, my axe has a 20-60 range. So
Okay. So yeah, you would have to still move up to be able to throw it.
Can I dash and go double?
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you dash, you can get to where you are now, because that would be roughly 60 feet. But just for ease, we'll say that you get to the edge of the map by dashing.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. That's it for me.
All right. So then the first initiate is going to try to grapple Mazzarello because their initial reaction is to try to bring you in.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll a strength check.
Okay. Ability check or saving throw?
That
Probably
is going to be
ability check.
an ability check. All right.
5.
So he grapples you, and he's going to start dragging you back up towards the building. So you go
Okay.
about that far. And then it is your turn. So
All
you
right.
can try to break out of the grapple by doing another strength check, if you'd like. Or you can do pretty much anything else other than move.
Right. Yeah, 1 second. I'm going to use Thunder Wave.
Okay. You're just going to
Fine.
center it on yourself?
Yep.
I love it. Okay.
Oh, no. Hang on.
It's okay. We'll just say it's centered on you. It's going to hit both of them.
Okay. Let me roll for damage.
Okay. They both have to take a saving throw. Okay. And they are pushed back how far? 10 feet?
I think so. Let me read it real quick. Yes, 10 feet.
Okay. So they are launched one to here and one over to here. Actually, that was a little too far.
And then I'm going to use my movement to dip closer to the party, which is 30 feet I can move.
Yep.
So I'm going to head that way.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't. All right. So this one is going to go back here. He's going to hit the wall, and he takes a little bit of damage. He is now bloodied as he like gets launched back, smashes up against the wall, and then slumps down to the ground. His head is like bleeding a little bit. The other one lands kind of in the street, but he's okay.
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 Which one landed in the street?
This one.
Okay.
Actually, I'm sorry. He's actually dead.
Oh,
Just kidding.
he's not
dead.
okay.
No big deal. I forgot the spell
Not
did
doing too
damage
hot.
itself.
Yeah, the spell did 8 damage.
So actually, that one's dead too. So they both blast away from you. One into the wall, slumps down, and you just see like this small trail of blood on the wall as he like seeps into himself. The other one lands in the street, and he's just like blackened and charred. But both of them are dead, and you start running towards the party.
Yep.
So that was a quick combat.
Good job, team.
Don't touch me!
We
Monza
did it,
didn't
guys.
do it this time.
Monza didn't do it this time.
I just gotta stop and just.
Worth noting too that the front door is left open.
Nice.
Okay.
Are we out of combat?
You are out of combat.
Okay, so slight change of plans. We don't need the pastries, and outside guards aren't really a problem anymore. And they left the door open for us. Everything went fine. There was no problems.
That was nice of them.
Yeah, they were very nice boys.
Very
Word.
helpful, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna search
Okay.
their pockets for a key.
Okay. So you search their pockets. You don't really find much of anything.
I was just looking for a key.
Yeah, you don't find
All
anything.
right.
So do you guys want to head inside, or what do we want to do?
I mean, the goal was to get inside, so
Yeah.
I
think
guess.
I
Yeah,
guess we should just go on in.
All right.
Just like I was being so nonchalant and cool, and they just decided to let us in. It's weird.
Well,
we're
you know,
gonna-
you're a really likable person, so
It makes sense.
We're gonna assume Micah just runs down and gets filled in on all of this. Correct.
Well, I would
Yeah.
have seen it from the window.
Oh yes.
But-
I mean the conversation bit.
I think it looked.
Yes.
I think Micah looked different from the window than how it actually happened. Like that was a very, very nice conversation I had with those boys.
Are there any bushes nearby?
No.
Is there any place I can kind of just toss the bodies to hide them behind?
You could probably fit them in around the side of the house.
All right.
There's like probably an alcove off to the right hand side over around here that you could put them in. All right. So the rest of you, you walk in. Maddie, you're gonna have to take a dexterity save.
oh, okay.
So I stash the bodies and go meet up.
All right. Maddie, you just managed to dodge back as you're walking in. The floor gives way, and you start to feel this slip, and like you put your hand back and kind of fall back onto yourself as the floor gives way, and
Whoa.
there's like a pit of spikes just right in the middle.
Yeah,
So that was right here.
Don't-
for the record.
don't step there. Don't
Well,
Oh.
that is
Oh.
not up to
don't
code.
step there.
Oh,
So glad we do ladies first.
I just look up at Monza in like shock.
You okay?
I think so. I mean, I'm not down there, so I'm doing better than I could be.
Good point. Good
guess.
point.
But after you this time. After you.
I am not that nimble.
All right.
Can I take a look at the floor before I move forward to see if I notice any more traps?
Yeah, take a perception check. There is
21.
another one here.
All right, so I point that out to everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
And to be clear, you notice that because the pattern on the floor, it looks like it's been pried up and then put back.
Okay.
All right.
So we're gonna go.
Are there any doors in this room?
Yeah, on the far side of the room, there's another door. This is kind of like
That's
the
the only
foyer. Foyer.
Yay.
So you can move around the room. I'm gonna just assume that nobody's gonna step on the trap because you found it. So yeah, pretty much just the far side of the room. There's another door. There's 2 lion statues bracing the door, but nothing else really of note other than some paintings, some wall ornaments, a couple lamps.
Can I do a investigation check on the lion statues?
You sure can.
This
Why would I
place
do?
is
Why would I do this? It's a negative
big.
1.
I can do an investigation if you'd like. Never mind.
No, if you want to go behind me.
There's 2 statues. One checks out one checks out the other.
Yeah.
Okay. I will also roll investigation.
All right. Yeah, nothing. You don't really find anything of note. The statues just seem to be statues.
Okay.
I knock on the statue. We got a door we got to go through. It's a statue. As you both stare at him.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go.
Check for traps before you
Yeah.
walk forward.
I was gonna say, should we peek through?
Look
this
for
door
odd, and I
first?
point out. I said, remember, if you're looking at the floor, look for anything odd, like patterns that are off.
I'll do a perception check before I go in.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
21.
The rest of the floor here seems pretty normal.
Okay. I'm just gonna pop in here.
All right. So you see,
I don't see anything, guys.
you see a large room. The room off to your left is there's I should say there's a door immediately to your left. That's a doorway. There's no door. Also, far to the left, there is another doorway that leads into a larger room, as well as a door that is shut. Same exact thing to the right. There's another shut door and another door that leads into a large open room. As you walk through the door, you hear this murmuring coming from the room immediately to your left. And so you know that there's a few guys in there. You're being quiet enough that they don't hear you immediately when you walk in.
Guys, there's a few guys over here. Do we want to sneak past them or dispatch them?
We didn't bring the pastries, so I don't know how they're gonna react when we walk in there.
Yeah, they're probably going to be mad that we don't have pastries. So do we want to avoid them or do we want to...
And we broke their floor.
Well,
I
They
mean,
broke their own floor.
yeah.
It's fair.
So, do we want to go beat them up or not? I mean, they're probably gonna. If we don't take them out now and they hear stuff later, they're gonna double back and get us.
As you guys are talking, you hear one of them say, "What was that noise?"
Maddie
See?
like puts her hands up to her mouth and
All right. Well, I don't...
Which room are they in? They're to the left.
They're to your left, and you hear, I don't know. It's weird.
I think they heard us.
Go check it out.
Must have been the wind.
So you hear 2 people get up and start walking in your direction. You have a good second or 2 to react to this.
Is this room?
I jumped
really
over-
Well lit?
What, Micah?
Is this room like really well lit, or are there shadows somewhere?
This room is pretty well lit.
Okay.
You can easily hide behind these ferns here. I mean, with a good enough stealth check, you could probably hide behind those ferns.
Okay, I would like to try to hide behind a fern then.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check. And what is Mwanza doing?
I am jumping off to the other side of the doorway opposite of them,
Okay.
of the party, and either hoping they'll see me, and I'm going to make some like knock on the wood or something, try to have them pay more attention to me as they pop out versus the rest of the party.
Okay.
So like I'm trying to distract them.
Okay. Micah easily hides behind the fern. Mwanza, you hide next to the door, or you are standing kind of like next to the door where they wouldn't immediately see you when they come out.
Yeah.
Maddie, what are you doing?
So one of my halfling traits is I can attempt to hide by a creature that's one size larger.
So
At least one size larger.
Mozzarella.
So I'm just gonna hide behind Micah in the fern.
Oh, okay.
Seeing it's a plant and I'm attracted to it. I'm like, all right, this is good. So I'm gonna go hide behind
All right.
Micah.
And Mozzarella, what are you doing?
I'm gonna kind of stand on the other side of the door. Oh, I can't. On the other side of the door here, so I can like ray of frost or ice knife people as they come out.
Okay, so you can ready an action so that the second they come through the door, you just.
I'm gonna ready. Yeah, I'm gonna ready a ray of frost.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready an action.
All right. What are you readying?
Breath.
You're gonna hit Mozzarella with that.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
He's just out of range
Okay.
at 15 feet.
All right. I thought it was 20. All right. So
I'll double check. I'm pretty sure it's
I don't
15.
think he brushed his teeth. This is gonna be good.
So someone walks out of the door, and both the Ray of Frost and the Breath Weapon go off at the same time. Go ahead and roll to hit with the Ray of Frost, and then your Breath Weapon, I believe, is just a save, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just trying to find it right now. Breath weapon is 15 feet, and it's a dex save DC 12.
All right.
Or
passed.
they take 1d10 damage.
He did pass.
Alright. Well, so it's 1d10 and half. So they take 2 damage. Or is it rounded up?
I believe I'm going to say it's rounded up. So he is dead.
Alright.
So the Ray of Frost and the Breath just like come at this guy from both sides, and he just, you don't even know what happens to him. Like he just melts in front of you onto the ground. Like just pieces of like shards of ice and flesh just go flying across the room. Then the other guy comes out and he's like, what the hell was that? Roll initiative. Oh, apparently I rolled initiative. Sorry. I didn't realize my button did it for everybody.
My dice color changed.
Yeah. Maddie, you're going to go first.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna step out from behind
Okay.
Micah.
Please don't thorn whip me in the back.
I won't thorn whip you in the back of the head. And then I'm gonna try to thorn whip their arms.
Okay.
At least.
Okay.
$15.
15's going to hit.
Sweet. 4.
4. All right. So you thorn whip Mozzarella. You feel this like just gust past your head, and you managed to dodge out of the way. You didn't really need to, but like you instinctively just dodge back as you hear this crack, and this person is like surrounded in a vine, and it's just pulled over towards Maddie, but he's unconscious.
Okay.
All right,
Well
Mike,
done.
you're up.
Okay, so there's more people in the room.
You see at least one more person in there.
Can I hit that one person from where I am?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my bow.
Okay. I'm going to say it's, well, you already rolled, so we'll just go with it.
Okay, 12.
That does not hit. I feel like you
course
probably
it
knew that
doesn't.
already, though.
Yeah, I did.
I was gonna say it's probably a -5 because of the doorway, but doesn't matter. All right.
It's okay,
Anything
my
else you
roll
wanted to
did
do?
it for me. It's-
All right. So it's their turn now, and this person's gonna run out of the door and immediately go for Mozzarella.
And use a reaction
Yep.
for to cast shield.
Okay. So that increases your AC by 2.
5.
5. Okay. That's much better than 2.
So I have 17 right now, or I should.
Okay. So they're gonna hit you anyway for 3. Not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is their turn. Back to you.
We are gonna hit him with the ray, or actually, we're gonna hit him with the ray of frost.
Okay. $25 is gonna hit. All right. So you hit him with this ray of frost, and it like you see frost kind of move down their arm, and they're like kind of shaking it off. And you know, you see them wince a little bit, but it's not too bad. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna move back to Maddie.
Okay, that is going to incur an attack of opportunity.
Oh wait, no.
Okay.
No. I forgot about attack of opportunity.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to do anything else.
All right. So then we're going to move on to Mwanza.
Nope. I still got that up.
Mwanza, who is
Gotta
drowning
move
over
up.
there, apparently. Okay.
Can I grapple and like suplex him?
Oh, okay.
Is that what that would be, just a strength test?
Yep. That would be a contested strength check. So let me know what you get. Or, well, I'll see it.
Oh,
Oh, wait. Well, I have to check. You win.
cool. I just take him and suplex him.
All right.
Nice.
Roll a d4.
Wow.
All right. Well, he's bloodied. He's not dead yet. But like, you just kind of throw him onto the floor. And you hear like a crunch, and this guy like winces. Like you hear like a and he rolls back over here. And it is now Maddie's turn.
Brutal.
So,
If I move forward, does that?
You can
Pause
move
any-
30 feet on your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move forward. I can move 25.
25. Yeah, I was gonna say a medium creature can move 30.
I'm gonna move 25 to
Okay.
bring him in. What do I want to do? Options. Options.
Too many options. Analysis paralysis.
We'll go with the same old thorn whip.
All right.
We're gonna do. Which Indiana Jones over here. Yeah, we're just gonna crack the whip at him again.
Okay. Well, that's gonna hit.
Cool. 4.
Okay. So as he gets suplexed onto the ground, you come over and you just whip him right in the back of the head, and he's like, his head smacks into the floor, bounces off, and then he just kind of slumps.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Dead. All right.
Nice.
Well done. My God, you guys are.
I just wish we would have brought the pastries.
Me too.
Okay. So, Now, you see the room that they were in is a study. There's a couple of couches, a nice table in the middle, a rug. Or I'm sorry, not a study, just a sitting room. In the far corner, there's like a little wood stove. But nothing really too much of note in here.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Should we inspect the other room that's to the left?
You certainly may.
How do we get in this room?
Right here.
Oh,
I check their pockets for keys before we move on.
All right.
Oh, a piano.
All right. As you move across the center of the room, you look down at the floor and you see this like circular pattern with all these different points and angles start to form itself out of this blue fire. And then you hear a as these two large red snakes appear in the center of the room. So
oh,
Maddie just does a little dun 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 on the piano.
roll
Watch
initiative.
for traps.
thank you, Maddie.
Yeah.
Roll.
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 It's not. Yeah, it won't roll for
I
me.
know. I don't know why it's not rolling. Uh-oh. We broke it.
Oh,
I can ping. Oh, you froze the time, didn't you?
I unfroze it.
I'm
All right,
gonna
well, everyone just
refresh
roll
real
and tell me
quick.
what you get.
Everyone hit end turn.
There we go. Let's do this. And we'll do that. And then, nope. Huh.
I'm gonna refresh.
Let's refresh the page. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
All right. Technical difficulties. Hang on. At least we didn't turn off the power again.
all right. Mm,
Nope.
no.
Why are we
Boundaries just
not?
being a jerk.
Boundary!
All right.
How dare you!
Let's try.
There is no active combat encounter currently in your scene. Is what it's telling me.
Yeah, it will not reset initiative. Roll in PC.
And before it rolls, like 20 rolls each.
Yeah, so when I'm trying
That's gonna be
rolling from my
interesting.
profile itself, it says there is no active combat.
Somebody got to roll.
I was
Oh.
able to just type roll d20.
Yeah, okay, we're just gonna have to write down whatever he has for initiative. For some reason, it's not letting us roll. Okay, so these things are gonna do.
Oh,
It's
one.
mine. Initiative +3, right?
So mine's gonna be an 8.
Oh yeah, what is? I gotta.
All
look
right,
at my
cool. So
character
letting you
sheet.
roll other things,
All right,
just not
so-
initiative.
Mine's going to be
Here,
10.
what'd you get?
A one.
All right.
Not a nat one. I got a 3 and -2.
Okay, Mozzarella, what'd you get?
I got a 9 plus 2, 11.
Okay. Maddie, what'd you get?
10.
Okay, and Micah, what'd you get?
8.
Okay, so it's gonna be. So the two snakes are gonna go first, and then Mozzarella, Maddie, Micah, and Wanza last.
Great.
Oh. What?
Oh, they can't hit us.
They can't, they don't exist? I think that's probably why this is a. Oh, I see what the problem is. Okay, hang on. Sorry, guys.
Maddie sits on the piano and just starts playing chopsticks.
That was actually my fault.
Should we roll initiative?
I can put it in here.
Okay.
So we've got a 1. Micah had
8.
an 8. Mozzarella had an 11. And then Maddie had a 10. Okay. Cool. Now we can start the combat. I am so sorry.
Oh, good.
It's gravy.
Okay, so the first one. My combat tracker, my thing is broken, but that's fine. All right, so the first one is the top one, and he is going to go right for. Nope, I have a bolt. He's going to go right for Maddie. He's going to make an attack, and Maddie has a. Okay, he's going to hit, and he's going to do 1 point of normal damage and 2 points of fire damage, so 3 total. And that is his turn.
Spicy snakes.
Spicy snakes. So the second one is going to go, and he's going to attack Micah, who's right next to him. He's going to hit as well. He's going to do 6 points of damage.
Yay.
All right, Mozzarella.
I am going to use True Strike
Okay.
on the one that attacked Maddie.
Okay.
So I think that means my next turn I roll with advantage.
That
Yeah.
is yes, that is accurate.
Yes.
Okay. So we will go then to Maddie.
Okay. I'm gonna do ice. Is there? Can I just use like? Is there any water in the room? Anywhere.
In your body.
No, there's no water in this room.
Any ice?
Nope.
Do you
I
have
Well, Mozzarella has some in his water. And in fact, you guys would probably each have like a water bottle with you. Water
a
skin.
water skin? Yeah.
Okay. Can I use that to create ice knife?
Yes.
Cool. So I create a shard of ice,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attempt to do a little stab
All right.
on this one, on the one right next to me.
Okay.
Oh,
So go
how
ahead
would I
and roll.
like to use my ice knife spell?
So don't worry about putting the thing down, because does it explode out 5 feet or 10 feet?
5 feet.
Okay, so it's not going to hit the other one. So we'll just say
It made me do it.
okay.
Sorry. And then you have a saving throw on yours too.
Failed. Don't need to know what it is.
Cool. You'll take 2d6 cold damage then on that one.
Okay. That's going to hit. So just let me know how much.
13.
13. Okay. So he is going to take 13 points of damage. He's now bloodied, and he's looking pretty bad. He's like, there's this flaming kind of blood, like it's blood, but it's really hot. It's not lava, but something kind of close to it. And it's just oozing out of the side of this fire snake.
All right.
Micah.
I am going to use my short sword on the one right next to me.
Okay. That will hit.
Alright. 4.
All right. So you kind of hit him, and it draws a little bit of this fire blood, but he looks okay. It's kind of like if you're trying to chop down some vines or something, and you just have a really dull knife. It's not really doing a whole lot.
Okay.
Wanza.
That's gonna be it, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk up and smack him.
All right. Smack away.
22.
22 is going to hit.
And 7.
The 7. All right, let's see. All right. So yeah, you hit him with your Morning Star, and out the side of it, like the other side from where Maddie hit it with the ice knife, it just starts to kind of like explode a little bit with this bloody lava ooze, and it collapses down on the floor with this like noise. It's very weird.
Nice.
Don't think too much about it. It's dead.
Wanza did it.
Wanza killed again. All right, then we're back to the top of the order with the other fire snake, which is looking at Micah, who hit it, and he's very annoyed at you. He hits you again, and this time he's going to deal 6 damage, which is,
Okay.
I just realized, the exact same as last time. So that is his turn. Mozzarella, we're back to you.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I cast True Strike on the other one. So, let's see what I can do. I'm going to use... I'm going to use Ray of Frost again.
Okay.
$24.
All right. So the snake, hearing this ray of frost, kind of turns to look at you. You hit it right square in the face with this ray of frost. How much damage did you do?
2.
All right. So he looks at you and he sort of sees this ray of frost coming. He starts to like slither out of the way. You catch him right in the snout and like jerk his head to the side. And that will be back to Maddie.
Alright, I'm gonna Vine Whip him.
Okay.
Or Thorn Whip.
Tried and true.
Vine Whip. Oop, I did that twice. My bad. Alright,
It's going to hit.
23. Alright.
It hits.
3.
All right. So his head gets like jerked to the side, which is perfect because you managed to just kind of catch it right around and it loops and your vine gets right around his neck, like right up behind that crest around his head. And you grab him and you start, do you want to pull him towards you?
If I do that, can I use my reaction on him? Since he's entering my space?
I'm going to say yes because it's more fun that way.
Yes.
Okay. So you pull him up to here and that will also give Micah an attack of opportunity.
Sweet.
Ooh. I can use my bow for that.
I believe you have to use your sword.
Okay. That's
Alright, so you have to do the saving throw for the
Oh, right. Sorry.
spores. No, you're good.
He failed.
Okay. 4.
All right, so the spores are going to do 4. Micah, you
22
hit.
for the short sword.
Okay. And then another 4.
7.
All right. So that takes him out. So between the slash as he's leaving your space and then the spores like exploding out from Maddie as he enters in, he just kind of coughs and then falls back down with this like last annoyed hiss and he disappears.
Hey, Maddie, I remember you mentioning that you could make some berries.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that, can I just whip up some?
Good berry? Yeah, you can just whip up good berries.
Cool.
Nice.
Don't forget, you also have potions.
Oh, that's true. Well, I hold my hand out with some berries for anybody who wants one.
I will take one.
How much do the good berries heal?
1.
One
Okay.
for each berry you eat.
Yeah, 1 each berry. I'm gonna eat one.
The rest stay good.
Micah,
I
you
don't
may be...
have potions in my inventory, but can I use one?
The berry or the potions?
A potion.
Yeah, you
Well,
should
how many
have,
berry?
You should have, I
There's
think,
10
at least 2
berries.
potions on you.
I do. They're just not physically in my inventory.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, but how many potions or how many berries did Mazzarello and Maddie need to heal? 3, 2, 5, and at least 5 left over. Yeah, you might need the potion.
Yeah, I have 4 hit points out of 16.
Yeah, and I'm looking.
So...
I would say
mean,
both of them
yeah.
eat 5, then give the rest to you.
Okay.
5 between the 2 of them.
How big was that snake?
It was pretty big.
Like if I wanted to,
It's about 8
Take-
feet tall. Like if you laid it out.
if I wanted to use my dagger to cut out its fangs.
You could do that.
I would like to do that and wrap them in cloth.
Okay. So you cut out this snake's fangs as you guys are just kind of hanging out in the living room eating the good berries.
And I just say, hopefully this will cover the rest of the potions that Mwanza stole.
Actually, he told me to take it and did not include that in the final price.
Okay, so what do I have to roll for a potion?
So the potion is 1d4 plus 1. And how many good berries did you eat?
5.
How many were left?
5.
5.
5. Okay.
Okay, so you heal for 5.
And then 1d4 plus 1?
Yep.
Three.
Okay. So you heal for 5 plus an additional 3 from the potion.
Yes.
All right. So you're doing okay.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
All right. Since we had a few technical difficulties, I don't know if you guys are okay with going an extra few minutes, because it's 11 now. So, do you want to?
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I am fine.
I'm good.
Powder, you good?
I mean, I'm here.
Well, that's as much approval as I've ever needed. Okay. So we'll go a few extra minutes. Say to like 11:15 or so.
Mhm.
Okay. So, what do you guys want to do now?
Can I check the room if there's anything interesting in here?
Yes. So you check around the room. I'm not going to have you roll anything, unless you want to investigate anything specifically.
Depends on what's in here first.
Let me see. So in this particular room, you don't find anything super noteworthy.
Okay, no hidey holes or anything, no chests.
Nope.
Okay.
I
Anything
do
at the
a-
fireplace.
Not that you see. I mean, you go around and you check all this stuff. But you don't find anything. I mean, you can roll an investigation on something specific if you want to investigate that.
Was the piano in tune?
It was a little off. And that's a good point. The whole house seems like it hasn't been lived in a little while. I mean, there's people here living here, but it hasn't been like taken care of in probably a few months.
Need some maid service.
Yep.
Can I do a perception check on this room to check for traps?
Yep. So you walk in, roll a perception check. The room itself is a dining room. The table is set. There are logs in the fireplace. It looks like it's ready to be used. But, obviously nobody's currently using it. You find nothing off about this room at all. It's
Great.
all on the up and up.
My rolls tonight. Oh.
And there's no doors leading out from this room except the one that we came through?
Nope. There is a door to your right where Mwanza is. There's another one just north of that. And on the far northern wall, there is a door that leads out, like straight across from you.
Okay.
Is there anything is this a fireplace that I'm standing next to, or like
Yep.
a stove, or can I take a peek up there?
Yeah, you look and there's logs stacked up as if it's ready to have a fire lit in it, but there's nothing else really of note.
Can I is there like a keyhole or anything on this door I could look through?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Meow. 18.
Okay. Yeah, it's easy for you to look through the door. You can see that there's really no one walking around, but with a perception roll, you get a good feeling that this is a pantry of some kind. You see different like breads and cheeses and things, spices like on different racks around the room. I'm just gonna open the door so you can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It makes it a little easier. But we'll say the door is not technically open yet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
It's
So we
just
got
like
a
a pantry.
pantry here,
On the far side of the room, there's another door that goes out.
and there's another door over here too in this next room. So, do we want to go this way, or do we want to go check this other room, pointing at the door right there?
Well, I'd like to do a perception check to see if there's anything sweet and possibly roll-shaped in this pantry.
Go ahead.
So you open the door and go in.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was already open. I misunderstood.
I opened it so Powder could see it because of his roll, but I wasn't counting it as open. But you go in. You do find... I'm sorry, actually. You do not find anything sweet or roll-shaped in this room.
Okay.
Shame.
Yes.
Such a shame. This feels like where a sweet roll-shaped thing might be.
It
Can
would
I
seem
check
that
the
way.
keyhole of this door that's right here?
You can. Go ahead and roll a perception check. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
I'm going to open the door for you, and I'm just going to plop you right here.
Okay.
The door is not actually open, but you just see the room very clearly. The room is a sitting room. It's full of windows. This is the side of the house that the sun comes in on, so you could easily tell that this is kind of like where they go have like their morning coffee or something like that. There's a fireplace in here. There's a couple of scrolls and like an inkwell on the table next to this chair. Other than that, there's not a whole lot of stuff in here. Like there's no decorations or anything. But you know, it's just a nice place where you could go sit in the morning and have coffee or something.
Can I walk through the door and see what's on the scrolls?
You sure can. All right.
I will BRB real quick. Sorry.
Okie dokie. No problem. So you walk in the room and you look at the scroll, and the scroll says on the top, Scroll of Transformation.
Ooh, I would like to pocket.
Okay. So you do.
No.
You also find in this room, and I wish I had found, there's a page in the DMG that has random treasure on it, and I need that. So while I'm looking for that, there is placeholder that you also find in that room. And that is pretty much everything.
Okay. Are you calling it placeholder because you don't know what it is yet?
Yes. I have written
I just
down
take it?
random magic item from a specific table.
Okay, I'm
so
gonna take that too, and we'll figure it out later.
yes. Oh, actually, I got the table, so we're good. So I have, there's a couple instances where I just use like random loot tables. So this would be one of those. So you find a level 2 potion of healing.
Nice.
I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
All right, and then I'm just gonna go back into this room.
Okay.
Gonna look
I would
through this keyhole.
Oh, I hit a button and now Google's doing things. Okay. So you look through that keyhole. You see, you hear like clanging and banging, and someone is very angrily like smashing pots and pans in that room and yelling about something, but you can't quite hear what they are yelling about through the wall. You can see, though, in this room there are there's like a pot that's boiling. There's a shelf of like different kinds of foods and a couple counters with like food prep going on them.
Okay. Can I tell what person's yelling or anything like that?
No, you
Like
just
what
hear
species they
a
are?
voice that's like angrily like going and like smashing pots and pans.
All right. There's somebody in this next room. There seems to be a cook. We want to go in and get some food?
They have pastries.
I can't tell.
Worst
I'm
case
a bit-
scenario, we can probably take a cook.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, so I'm going to walk in
All right.
and greet the chef and go,
So
howdy,
hang on.
friend.
As you walk through the door, you hear this guy a little more clearly, and you hear him going, "God damn it! What is going on? They steal my saffron. They want saffron duck, and they steal my saffron. How am I supposed to make the food that they want? These idiots!" And then, as you walk through the door, he looks up and he's like, "How long have you been standing there?"
I just opened the door.
Well, the saffron duck that you wanted will be ready as soon as I can, but I asked you before to please wait in the dining area.
There's no one else in the dining area.
What do you mean there's no one else in the dining area? I can hear them playing Blood Warriors or whatever that stupid game is that you play.
I point over the dining area from that way, the way we just came.
No, that's that dining area. It's the one where all of your friends hang out in. And he points down the other hallway.
Down that way.
This way.
How many of
Not-
my friends are down there, you're saying?
That seems like a stupid question. I feel like you should know the answer to that.
I'm testing you. As I narrow my eyes at him.
I don't know. 3 or 4?
Other friends. We got 3 or 4 down the other way.
What's it? I'm going to hazard a guess here. Are you not with the Dark Walkers?
Are you going to scream if I answer that question the way you don't like?
I'm gonna
Roll a
enter.
Persuasion check.
Can I help him? Oh,
An 8.
can I?
What would you say to change that roll?
What did he ask him? Are you with the Dark
I
Walkers?
said I'm going to hazard a guess and say that you're not with the Dark Walkers.
And what did Mwanza say?
He said,
Are you... Oh.
"Go ahead."
I just said, are you going to scream if we give an answer you don't like? And then just kind of narrowed my eyes at him.
Okay, hang on. What would I say? That's persuasive and not aggressive.
Offer him the pastries.
We don't have them.
All right.
I'm just
remind him that screaming would also bring the other Dark Walkers in here.
So his eyes narrow at Wanza as you guys say this. Go ahead. I will give you advantage with that.
with what, persuasion?
Wanza's going to get advantage on his roll because you guys are all helping him.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Nice.
Even better. So he narrows his gaze at you and he says, "No, I would not. I would actually prefer that."
Do not scream?
Do you think I want to be here with these idiots?
Aw.
I lean over.
I get it.
And I kind of like, do you have any laxative?
I have an idea. There may be venom in this snake. this snake thing that I just took.
Do you still have one of the mushrooms from the gremlins?
Ooh.
Not the, the goblins. Gremlin.
No, I
goblin,
gave,
goblin.
do I? I thought Mwanza has one, because I gave it back to them, and Mwanza, I think, kept theirs.
Yeah, one was like in my pack or something like that.
Yeah.
You could put that in their food.
Mushroom and duck.
So,
Yum.
chef, without touching this mushroom, as I kind of in the paper or whatever the cloth I had it in, could you add some of this to that duck? Don't eat it. Don't touch it.
Okay.
And,
You don't have to tell me twice. What is it?
Poisonous-ish.
Oh,
It's
poison.
magic mooncap.
It's gonna probably
Oh.
not kill them if it's cooked in, but they're
Let's-
definitely not gonna feel good.
Just say they're gonna get a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah.
That's about it.
So this is the mushrooms that they keep bringing in here that they want me just to cook with. An interesting proposal. What's in it for me?
You
Freedom?
get
Obviously.
Freedom?
You can go wherever you want.
Do you have a job when you get out of here?
A job. I had a job.
Boyfriends.
I had a job
We
here
do-
until these idiots came in and they killed my former manager.
Well, we could probably help you get a temp job at least at the local inn. We're pretty good with the owner there, and she could need some help until something
which-
else comes along.
Which inn would this be? The Rusty
The
Anchor?
Rusty, yes.
Ah, the Rusty Anchor. Yes. That was my first job, you know.
Oh, even better.
Would you like to go back?
I
at
would
least
love
temporarily, too.
nothing more. Does Millie still work there?
Or
Yeah.
she owns it.
Yes.
She owns it. Oh, Millie. And his eyes kind of like glaze over for a minute.
So I put the mushroom down on the counter and kind of let him. So remember, don't touch it, don't eat it, and after you get done cooking, you might want to wash your hands a lot just to make sure it's off.
Yes, of course. Well, I have gloves. I'm not an animal like these
So
idiots.
I point behind him. So that fire behind you might just want to toss those gloves into when you get done.
I know how to handle a kitchen.
I just want to make sure you know how dangerous this stuff can be.
Don't you know who I am?
Well, obviously, if you know
No.
Millie, you're someone I can trust. And I'm just gonna head over this corner and just kind of lean back and let him do his thing.
And I tell her, I say, I'm Mo. Do you need any help with anything?
Mo. No. Not with and he looks at you and he like holds your hand up for a second. He's like, not with this. Psst, and he slaps your hand. Make yourself useful, Mo, if you don't mind. In the other room there, I placed a satchel a few weeks ago. I believe some of the men down at the end of the hall may have helped themselves to it, but if you can find it, I might be willing to offer you some compensation.
Is that the pantry room?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
do?
as you walk into the room, he says, it's brown with a orange stripe around the center.
With a what strap?
I meant to say orange, but I don't know what came out.
Bronze with a sir.
I don't see the wrong strap. So brown with an orange strap.
Can I help him look?
Yeah. Both of you roll an investigation check, or actually, I'm sorry, Mozzarella roll an investigation check with advantage. Maddie, what did you? I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
I've quietly walked over. I don't know how much taller he is than I am. But
he's a little bit taller than you.
Okay, so I've made my way over right next to him, and I'm just like, "Hi, I work with Millie. I can help you if you want."
Of course, anyone who is a friend of Millie is a friend of mine. Millie was my first love, you know.
Love.
Other than the kitchen. I worked for her grandfather back before she inherited the Rusty Inca. And as you guys are talking, Mozzarella, you find underneath a kind of disjointed section of floor tiles the bag that you were looking for.
All right.
It is a 1 pound bag of saffron.
Okay. Hey, I'm just gonna go in and give it to him.
Okay.
'Cause I probably wouldn't even know that it's saffron, so I would have. If I was a more intelligent Genasi, I might be able to infer that's what he's looking for. But
Okay.
here's a bag you wanted.
So he looks at you and he says, my saffron. I thought they stole it. Thank you so much. You clearly do not. You clearly do not know how much this bag is worth.
I definitely do not.
Well,
I don't even know. You asked me for a bag, I bring you a bag.
he puts like 100 gold pieces on the counter and slides them over, and he says, "This should about cover this."
Okay.
Okay. And I just kind of grab them and pocket them, and I'll disperse these later.
Yes.
Okay. Look, I'm just very desperate. They make me buy my own ingredients, and then they steal them. It's very frustrating.
Well,
Very
Millie,
rude of them.
Millie's
So
not
rude.
going to make you do that.
Thank God. It would be amazing to see Millie again after all these years.
I'm going to... I got a question for you. Do you got any sweet rolls in this kitchen?
Oh, yes, right over there.
My God.
And he points to the counter right behind you.
All right.
Pastry?
Pastry!
So
Here
we
we
have
go.
a homebrew rule where if you find the sweet roll on a map, I put a little sweet roll like from Skyrim on every map, and if you find it, you get inspiration. And it's on this counter, but you can't really see it because the map is straight down. So, oh man.
All right. Do we all get inspiration or just me?
Oh,
You get it because you found it.
Okay. Okay, cool.
All
Cool.
right. So, he's going to take this duck. He's going to smear some saffron on it, and then he's going to put it in the oven with the mushroom inside. He's going to say, "All right. Hopefully that one mushroom will be enough. I trust that you know what you're doing."
Could
Who doesn't love
we...
stuffed duck? I mean,
I'll ask him. I say, I still have the venom from this snake. Do you want to add it for good measure?
Let me see those teeth.
Keep the duck moist.
So I hand it to him. I hand him the snake teeth.
So he grabs the teeth, he cracks them on the counter with like a tenderizing hammer thing, and then he takes the venom out very carefully. He's still wearing his gloves. Puts it in a bowl, puts a little bit of cream in there, a little bit of that saffron. He gets some other herbs and just kind of sprinkles them on top. Then he gets a whisk and goes for like a good 3-4 minutes. Then puts it in a pastry bag and drizzles it all over the top of the duck.
If that wasn't gonna kill me, I would want to eat that. It looks so good. You're so
Maddie
good at what you
goes
do.
to like stick her finger in, but then
Yes,
Maddie.
remembers exactly what is about to happen.
I just smack her hand away.
yeah, Maddie, you hear me telepathically just kind of tell you no.
Yes, I am very good at what I do. Thank you for noticing.
All right, I'm just gonna go back over here and hang with Micah while he finishes up.
I can't believe none of you have even heard of me.
What is your name? I'm Mo. I told you that already.
I am
What's
so
your
insulted.
name?
My name is the legendary Jacques Cookstew.
oh my God.
No
Would-
way.
And he
Would
holds up
I
his
have
hand
heard
and he
of
like
him?
stares off pensively.
Oh, you're that jock.
Would I have heard of him from living in the village or near
Um,
Yeah, Millie
Or
talks about you all
maybe
the time.
from
I
Roll a
bet
history
you
check.
can't wait to go back.
roll a history check.
History?
Yes.
it? Okay.
Would I know him from working at the tavern?
You
With Millie.
You would not.
Okay.
Well-
Micah, you've heard of him.
Well, I feel like I've lived at the farm almost my
Yeah,
whole
you know
life,
what?
too.
Yes. I'm sorry. You
Okay.
can also roll a history check.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell him that I have heard of him and relay some story that my family told me at some point.
Okay. Maddie,
just
you don't recognize his name.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pull some stuff out of my butt and claim that. Oh yeah, Millie talks about you all the time.
Oh, she
You're
does.
that Jock. Yeah. Now that you said your name is Jock, it all clicks.
Oh, thank
I'm just
God.
gonna say I won't lie to you, Jacques. I've not heard of your name before, but what I can see of your skills, I can tell you are nothing short of legendary.
What did you just say?
You are legendary.
I thought I heard the S word in there.
Oh yeah, no. As for super tall.
Maddie
Absolutely.
looking up at him. You just gotta own it.
S word.
Nothing wrong with it.
I
Yeah.
don't blame you. It's been a long time since I worked at the rest of Inca. I cut my teeth there, and then I went off to culinary school, and I've been traveling around the world ever since, until I got hired here. So,
How did they find you?
I came back looking for Millie, and I figured I didn't know if she'd want to see me, or if I should try to reintroduce myself. We didn't have a very amicable split when I left at the first time to go to culinary school. So
Well,
I thought
Maddie
maybe
is-
take a job here. It would give me the courage to go talk to Millie eventually. And as I said, you see how that went.
Maddie's so excited for this Millie Jacques shipping. I don't know you, but I can't wait to be friends.
It's been a long time. I'm sure she will be very happy to see you.
I look forward to your cooking that won't make me die or potentially vacate my bowels a lot.
Millie makes a great
Scares
stew.
you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, Millie
I
makes.
point to the chick or the duck.
Oh, I was gonna say, don't say that about Millie's stew. It's great. It's so
No,
good.
I'm
Even
talking about
ghosts
the
like
duck.
it.
The duck is cooking, but yeah.
I'm pointing to wherever the duck's at. I'm pointing to the duck. I'm like, we're talking about
He
that.
says to you, if it doesn't kill them, it will certainly make them wish it had. But
Yeah.
on the other side, they will probably need a quite extended bathroom break.
I got a feeling the smell might kill us.
Yeah, it doesn't smell great, does it?
Mm.
All right.
That's what they asked for. Duck with red saffron, you said?
It's called saffron, you idiot.
I'm gonna go hang out with
How
Micah
long?
again.
How long does this duck take to cook?
It should be a couple hours if you'd like to. Oh, you know what? Well, don't go all the way down the hallway because they will see you. But the first door on the left there, is my private reserve. I don't even give that to the Dark Walkers. And with that, we're gonna end the session there.
Okay, don't-
Well,
Oh,
All right.
cool.
I mean, I'd like to look in the reserve, but okay.
we gotta leave a little mystery for the next episode.
Sure.